Yeah, factspiration question is.
Oh, okay. What are you kind of snobby about? Why?
Nice.
Okay. So
Alright, you guys wanna do
ruminate on
things?
that, and then if you are so inclined, please roll a d20 in the chat to give me a recap of what happened last time for a factspiration or an inspiration. If no one is interested, I will do my best to sum it up.
How many inspirations do I have? If
I'm
no one's
adding
gonna do it-
adding the recent Scotspiration to our Fanspo bot.
Beautiful. So we are on Foundry 11 now. I
Damn,
think
Maya.
I
Ugh,
think
that's a boon.
everything
Use
is
it on
working.
this.
I
Of
think
all
everything
time,
is
use a
working.
20.
All right, so Maya, give us a recap.
All right. Previously on Mythic Odyssey, we come back to us in the middle of Midas's throne room. We had just finally made it past the dreaded door, or doors, because there were two of them. And I had just finished speaking to Julian about an idea of a way to have Midas have this conflict end sooner rather than later, as we were very much worn out from our confrontation upstairs. So the idea that I told Julian about was whether we can convince Midas to have himself be sacrificed to Thylea, immolated, and as a way of him to avoid, get away from his curse and not face the wrath of Lutheria. Before we did that, though, we did take some attempts to get out of harm's way, as the room was still attacking us, his lair, and he was still throwing coins at us. Eventually, though, we did have a moment to speak, and Julian did propose the idea to him. He seemed very wary about it, but in the end, with the help of Bandronikos and Julian talking him down, we were able to convince him to stand down and be sacrificed to Thylea as a way to free the island of his influence and for him to find oblivion. So when we were getting ready to, when I was getting ready to perform the sacrifice, though, Lutheria showed up, and the men that we did not go through with this tried to convince us that what we were doing was a mistake, and that his proper place should be with her in the Nether Seas, where she could torment him for eternity for what he has done. We tried to convince her, but it didn't seem like anything was going to work. But Oren, able to calm her down and tell her that she was going to be separate for the rest of the souls here, while this soul went to oblivion. And it seemed to work, I think. So we were finally able to calm her down, and she was able to leave. And then I performed the rest of the ritual and sacrificed Midas to Thylea. With him gone, his lair began to collapse. We heard the screams and torment of all the souls that were trapped inside the bricks that made up his palace begin to scream out in either disbelief, anger, or confusion as they were whisked away to the Nether Seas. In the cacophony, we were able to run and escape, get through the door trap, and make our way upstairs. As we were leaving, we tried to grab as much treasure as we could, grabbing a chest and anything that we, was on our way there. Eventually, we were able to make it out and free from the collapsing temple, and made our way through the island back to our ship. As we made it, sailed away from the island, though, we did see the island begin to turn and change into the desolate wasteland that it was, with all the how much life has died there and the lack of disconnect from Thylea. Well, we saw the aftermath. There was a bit of quiet contemplation about whether what we did was worth it, but we know that the only way we can tell is through time, and what we did was something we needed to do. I was able to plant a cutting of Thylea on the island as a hope for her connection to be restored and that island to have life to grow anew, start anew there. So, with us back on the ship and our adventures on that island concluded, we were able to take in stock of what treasures we've got and try and figure out what we needed to do next, as well as figure out what questions we were planning to ask Helios once we get back to his island. I think that's where we're at.
All
Sailing
right.
on our way back to Helios.
You guys are sitting down for lunch with Helios.
We made it.
Yeah, man, you did the sailing and everything.
Okay.
Remember,
Yeah,
there
I
was
guess-
like a sailing event. You ran into your bug friends. You forgot them in the update for some reason.
Yeah, the bug people.
Yeah. Don't know why you forgot them in the update. Really
Redacted.
weird that you
Talk
felt.
about them in the update. They come into the real
Yeah,
one.
rewriting history here.
I don't want
Yeah.
them to learn about. I don't want to learn about recaps.
Yeah. All right. You want
Okay, then they'll
inspiration
go
or
fan-
inspiration?
They'll get inspiration. I'll take regular inspiration.
Nobody would give them fucking bugs fan inspiration. Trust me. All right.
They have enough help as it is.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Wow. Anyways,
Sorry. Drama. Okay.
would anybody like to answer this fun question? What are you kind of snobby about, and why? I believe this came up about 80-something episodes ago, and Sibo answered it last time. So I'm curious to see what. I don't know how I can remember that stuff, but not my address. Autism, am I right?
Well, some stuff's important. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Look,
I'm
it
not
starts with a,
laughing at you. I'm laughing because it's so like relatable.
it starts with a 2, okay? Jeez. Let me check that. I got an envelope on my desk. Yeah, starts with a 2. All right. Julian with a 12. Going once. And going twice. Julian Dimitros. What are you snobby about? And why?
Well, I'm snobby about things that I plan on keeping around for a while. Clothing, tools. I didn't have a ton growing up as a child, and so I just, I want the finer things now that I can, afford it now. Before I would, either steal or trick people out of it. But,
Oh my goodness. Did your father know you were stealing?
Probably.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Keep going.
But yes, we had a decent life, but it's you see so much in Mitros that you can't necessarily afford or have, and I wanted that. So now that I
Okay.
can have it, I want it nice.
All right, so of all the nice things, what's the top item that you would not want to compromise on? That would define
Clothing.
the most snobby.
Clothing.
Clothing. All right.
Fair enough.
Listen, I don't ever want to wear one of those 5,000 thread count T-shirts that Tom Cruise spends, $1,500 on, because I'm worried I would never be able to feel things the same way
Yep,
again.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he has to wear those because he doesn't feel anything to begin with.
Oh, that's not true. He feels the love of Xenu. Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Touche. Touche.
Anyways, they're in the news right now, right? It's topical. Anyways, I don't want to get killed in my home. So, go ahead and take your factspiration. You may ask the same question of any NPC you've met during your Odyssey.
What's Pythor snobby about?
What is Pythor snobby
Let's
about?
say that.
No, he's definitely not snobby about potatoes. Let me see if convenient effects works. Hold on. Fanspo. Oh no, it's not there. That's not good. Oh no. Panic. Okay. I have to have these lists exported somewhere on my computer. Well, we've discovered our first casualty of the move.
You just take a bardic inspiration and it looks like it's in there.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do bardic inspiration. Okay. Good thing we don't have a bunch of custom convenient effects that we rely on to survive. Cry. Hey, listen, my recorded stuff got kept this time, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. I mean, I'll lose my fucking convenient effects. I know I got a backup somewhere. All right.
Well, plus the fact that you
Pythor.
went through all the effort to do it for the new games, and then if you would have immediately lost that, like, that's
Oh
like
my god.
hair ripping out level of.
I was honestly ready for it. You know, like how you prepare yourself for the butt times when you're going to prison. You're just like, you know it's gonna happen, so you're just like, I guess I better just mentally prepare for it. I was like, I'm gonna lose
I've
all.
never been in the scenario where I had to prepare myself for that.
Oh,
when
okay.
I was going to prison.
Anyways.
Trust me, you do.
Yeah, you think about when your lawyer's like, you're probably going to jail. You start to think about it. You're like, okay, well, I better open my mind a little bit, you know. So, anyways, what is Pythor snobby about? Pythor is snobby about the people he trusts with his deepest secrets. There's only a handful of people in his extremely long existence that he has ever shared his deepest truths with, and he is very snobby about the standards. The standards that he sets for those people are nearly unattainable. And
so
once
other than Telemachus, who? It's...
well, I mean that'd be meta knowledge, but obviously it would be Hexia, the emerald scale, but the poison song, as it were. But yeah, once he lets you into that exclusive club, it takes a lot to get you out of that spot. So it's the whole thing. All right, so let us return to the Garden of Helios. Thanks to the advent of AI and everyone being able to make music just by asking a robot to do so, there's plenty of Greek music we can listen to.
I
Just
forgot,
doing
did we
a
pick our,
backwards
pick out our questions again?
Did what?
No.
Oh,
as a group,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where did we post them? We put them down somewhere so that we wouldn't forget them.
You sure we put it?
Yeah,
You
I've been
sure we
trying to
wrote them?
find them.
You sure we wrote them down? Didn't just talk about them?
Yeah, I don't remember writing them down.
I was sure I saw where John had typed it out.
I haven't deleted chat. I haven't deleted chat, so. Use headphones for ASMR. Just play the fucking music. There you go. Sorry.
Crash, I'm
Yeah.
playing around with something and I'm curious. There's a reliable talent built into this. That's the normal reliable talent. There's no way for me to modify that to meet the lore keeper stipulations.
I see. It's either always on everything or not.
I guess I think you could make an effect that is just like history checks have this.
Yeah,
do it by
yeah.
each.
Just do what players who, because A5E gives you shit like this. So just do what those people do to me, and just be like, remember, I can't get lower than a 10, and I'll be like, I got it.
Alright,
You
deal,
can't get
I
lower
can-
than a
yeah.
10. All right.
I can do that. Deal.
It's the new I have dark vision. It's the new I have dark vision.
You have bless. You have
Yeah.
bless.
Do not. Oh God, Taliesin, no. All right. So yeah, come up with your questions, y'all. He's just sitting there, just chilling, waiting. You know. Says he says, "I'm so glad you have returned, and successful. I am a man of my word. You may ask of me questions 3, and I will do everything I can to answer them to the best of my ability."
So if I remember correctly,
All right, so Hero Huddle. One of them was about the key to
the Skyhold. And then I think the other one was
Here, I'm gonna get this dick butt out of here. It's really, it's too silly for this scene.
It slid away from the table.
Okay. Yeah.
The other one, so it was Skyhold, and I think the other one was it about the fates? No.
Yeah, I think Julie wanted it. I mean, one of you guys, I can't really check the VOD because it'll be overlaid on this new
Ooh,
VOD.
I should ask in case just in case. Did you guys just bring your fellow champions with you to dinner as kind of like hey, these guys helped us out. Hey, they get to have a fancy dinner and eat shark and all that kind of stuff. Or did you want to swap out your B team? Actor, would
I'm fine with the current.
okay, all right,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
keep going then. I don't know why I asked that. Just for my own bookkeeping, no big deal. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll put the.
Yeah, we were wanting to. I wanted to know about any vulnerabilities or ways to defeat the fates or something. Like we know about blinding them, but if there are other avenues beyond just destroying the shared eye to defeating the fates. Key was the other, and I don't know what the third one was. I have no recollection.
Put the VOD in strategy. If somebody that's not streaming wants to watch it, because otherwise
Yeah,
I'm going to
I'm-
be skipping around.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Maya explicitly said the three of them that we had in mind.
So I think it was Skyhold. The fates came up, but I think we also said no because of Sibo's new ability. Okay.
I mean, do we want to know how do we eliminate the Myrmidon or something? I feel like they're going to be an ongoing threat.
That's actually pretty smart. I don't know.
I think it was the Kraken. I think the Kraken was one of them. We had asked about how to get to the Kraken.
Oh, that's right. What would the Kraken want? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
How do we lure it out of its hidey hole? Or the Myrmidon. I don't know. I mean, we could swap out, dealing with the fates for the Myrmidon because we have some information on the fates.
Yeah, but the Myrmidons, that's definitely that's a distant problem right there.
Yeah, but do we really want to keep kicking down that can down the road if we have a way to address it sooner rather than later?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. I mean, if that's what the group wants, we're just trying to, think with an eye towards our survival. I hope we survive. But sometimes that's not the story.
I mean, if you got 5 buildings you got to climb, you don't start with the one that's 200 feet tall first.
I know, just thinking out loud.
Maybe a lot of broken bones, I see.
Just testing it out. It's no big deal.
Well, he just knows you can take it. Like a champ.
There you go. All right. Restored. Hooray.
So, I mean, is that what we want to go with?
Yeah,
I think we should start with those first two and then see if the answers make us think of anything else.
So, do you want to lead? So, you want to lead with the key, and
That was it. Okay.
Okay.
How to get somebody off the Isles of Breakers. That was one of the questions, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Skyhold, Islands of Breakers, and I believe the I'm listening to both. I was listening to the VOD, so I was having trouble whether it was you guys talking here or was somebody talking inside the VOD. So I don't know if did someone just mention the Islands of Breaker here?
No.
Okay.
All right. At this point, Olive has fallen asleep in Helios's lap. Her gentle alien snorts are lulling him into unconsciousness.
So the three things that I got from the VOD was Island of those Breakers, the Kraken, and Skyhold.
Yeah,
Sounds,
How we
uh,
ask those questions, how we ask those questions, I'm not sure.
Let's
But
go Skyhold
those
first.
topics.
I think Skyhold's our most pressing concern at the moment.
All right. Look at this man. His eyes are closed, but look at this man. Do you think this guy would try to evil genie you?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
All right, then you better come up with a really good way to ask that question. As he just honks shoes over there.
So, do we want to ask where is the exact location of Skyhold and its key? Or is that not bulletproof enough?
I mean, we know that he has it, right? So we could just say, "Will you give us the key to Skyhold?"
No.
His answer
Will you
might be
give
no.
second question? Will you give it to us, please?
I guess the one question is, what would we have to do to get the key to Skyhold?
Oh, when you say that, Karina gives you a thumbs up, but she says, "Oh, sorry, no, she doesn't give you a thumbs up. She gives you the
Oh.
okay. She gives you the okay. She gives you the okay. She says, "You're so
We're at
wise,
the dinner
man.
table.
You're so wise. I'm sorry, Simo does it all the time."
It's okay. She's like family.
Now, Maxena says you could ask him, why does he have the key to Skyhold? Or, we know you have the key to Skyhold. Why do you have it, and how did you come by it? And what are your intentions for it? I feel like if we keep using and a run-on sentence, we could just ask as many questions as we'd like.
As long as it's under the same topic.
Yeah,
Seems
no,
very
it's
similar.
Ah, okay, I see, yeah.
That's how that works.
Well, if we're using "and" as a workaround, then let's throw in "and what do we need to do to get the key?"
Georgo says, I don't know, because I think that the way language works is, even though it's one sentence, it's kind of two separate ideas. That's why you needed the word to connect them.
It's true. You seem very smart, Kyrgos.
I know my letters.
Okay, so how does do we care about why he has it and where to get it from, or do we just want to get it?
I mean, that might. Well, we could ask for it after we get the three questions, and then it's a whole separate issue of bargaining. Getting the information of how he came by it, why he has it, what his plans are for it, might inform us as far as that bargaining.
No. The worst case is that if it turns out he has it for something we definitely need it, we definitely don't want him to have it for, then ugh. All right. Okay, I'm all for getting the information of
Nessa says, what if we ask him, would you be willing... Wait, hold on. I think your question earlier, Maya, when we say, like, hold on, it was, oh yeah, we know you have it. What would we need to do for you to give it to us?
this question is you have to ask. That's one question. We'll see.
Okay.
I think that's a place to start. Is everybody in agreement with that one?
Sounded good to me.
Yes, I think that's good.
Are we asking for how we obtained it from him, or are we asking how he came by it and his plans for it? I'm just wanting to clarify.
You guys hear Olive making kind of like uncomfortable snorts, and you see that she has been somewhat awoken. She's still asleep. By Helios, who is kind of twitching in his chair, his eyes closed very tight, and his mouth in a grimace of discomfort. It seems that he is having a bad dream.
Hmm.
Okay, so I guess that's the question. Do we want to use their first question on how he got it, or just a question on how we can get it? Or maybe combine them both and see if he's okay with answering all of that in one question.
Combine both. Just go for it. Go for broke.
Yeah, just ask the how he
Start
got it
with-
first.
I don't know. I think we should start with what can we do to get it, because then if he only answers one of the two, at least it's the one that is actionable.
All right, fine. Ask him how.
Wait. Telemachus, wait, hold on. Why don't we just ask him? Listen, why don't we just ask him? How do we defeat Sidon?
I think that's a bit too open-ended.
That's not bad either.
It's a
little
fair
on the
question,
nose.
but he's. I mean, the arsehole answer is by becoming more powerful than Sidon.
Okay. All right. What if we say, can you give us? No. Can he say yes or no?
I guess.
What if we say, can you? No. You can say can. Can you tell us? No. Better. Provide us a detailed itinerary of how we can defeat Sidon.
I don't know if that's a question. I don't know if that's a question, Telemachus.
Oh, we just.
But I think I know where you're going. How about this? We do know, everybody has been telling us that the way to defeat Sidon is using his weakness of hubris. So maybe we can ask, how do we use Sidon's hubris to defeat him?
Moxena says we could also ask who would make for powerful allies against Sidon, and where can we find them?
That's a good one.
A good one too. All right, so Skyhold, allies against Sidon.
You could also ask him how they make this lobster mac and cheese taste so good.
Seafood. My people are connoisseurs of seafood. I'm sure that we can find something.
I'm going to sneak some back to the boat so we can reverse engineer it.
And you see him take the bowl of lobster mac and cheese, and he just puts it under one of his titties with a squelching sound.
Oh God.
Corinna side-eyes him and looks back at you and says, whatever you choose to ask, my queen, I'm sure it will be the right questions. Let your wisdom guide you.
Okay. Do you guys want to start off with the Skyhold one?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Just for reasons, I'm gonna make y'all well rested. Just because you were on your boat, so okay.
Oh boy.
I scoot as close to Andronicus as I can for the rest of.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
Andronicus,
across from him, right?
a
Very
very
popular
handsome,
guy at the dinner table.
yeah, a very handsome bearded child is sitting in your lap. So. Oh, okay.
and I constantly am casting resistance on myself. Just
I want to remind everyone that this is a 50-foot long table,
Yeah.
but
All we gotta do,
suddenly you're all sitting very, very close together.
we just gotta sit, in a line right next to each other. I'm pretty sure that's within 10 feet. If Andronicus is in the middle. Two people on both sides.
I sit on the middle of the table.
You guys hear Helios in his sleep say, "Never. It's mine. It's mine." And as he says that, you see his chest cavity begin to radiate an inner glow and heat. Olive wakes up and looks around, and she gives him very wet, slobbery licks. And you see him start to calm, and his chest starts to dim.
Oh.
Satisfied with her work, she goes back to sleep.
Can I do This is what Maya's thinking, and if she's gonna, I want to know what I need, what knowledge check I would probably have to roll to come to this conclusion. But when he is agitated or upset, does he explode?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, That could be. Yeah.
If we roll into
I
initiative,
mean, we
I think
all
I can tell you.
explode in anger sometimes.
I might be able to tell you if we roll into initiative.
Turn-based, no. Okay.
Your high insight and your newfound knowledge of animals, which eluded you until recently, you realize that Olive is some sort of therapeutic animal.
Okay.
Or monstrosity. I mean, it's hard. Even with your newfound knowledge of animals, you're not sure what the fuck this is. So, yeah.
Doesn't look like any dog I've seen before.
Dog
Yeah.
pig.
Now you've heard conjecture that a hyena is a cat dog, and maybe this is some kind of hyena.
That makes
but
sense.
But one that it went real south, like real wrong on that one. But seems to be working. Anyways, all right. Do you rouse him to ask him the questions?
You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you wake the god of the sun?
Am I within 10 feet of him?
I was just
I
asking
kinda
how you
wanna-
wake the
I
dude
kinda
up.
I kind of want to do a Faramir to Gollum thing. Be like, what is it? What's yours?
I guess I would just say, Helios. I think we're ready to ask our questions.
Okay. As you say that, his eyes sort of flutter. At first, they are just empty pits of darkness, but then you see the eye lights come on, and then the eyes sort of fill in. And he looks over at you and he says, yes, Queen Maya, Themis. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Okay. So, our first question is, how do we obtain the key to Skyhold, and what is the intentions of the person who has it?
Well, unfortunately,
The use of and would create two questions, but because I'm feeling generous, I will only consider this to be one. But this is your only warning.
Okay.
I possess the key to Skyhold, and I'm not sure what to do with it. What would make me give it to someone else? Access to the flying fortress of the legendary Dragonlords. Well, I could certainly get there anytime I like. The skies are my domain. I keep the key. Safe from those who might abuse what is hidden there. I suppose I would have to find individuals not only trustworthy, but pure of heart and intention. Does that answer your question to your satisfaction?
She'll look around at everybody, and then back at Helios and says, I believe so.
Your rewards wait. 2 more questions. And know that I know much, and am willing to impart that knowledge to you.
Looking at everybody, saying, do we want to ask the Island of the Oathbreakers now, or Sidon?
Probably. Let's do Oathbreakers.
So she says, "How would so for the second question, how do we free someone from the island of the Oathbreaker?"
Ah. The official answer is you don't. But as you are learning through your Odyssey, the rules are very often broken. Technically, the Isle of the Oathbreakers is the domain of the Furies. Though Lady Lutheria managed to convince them that given its cosmological location, it should fall under her and her followers to manage the day-to-day, the maintenance and management of the facility, as it were. Therefore, it is now susceptible to corruption. The Furies are infallible, entities of pure law, the will of Thylea, unbending. But Lady Lutheria and those who serve underneath her, he looks at Orin. You have a tendency to operate outside of the rules from time to time. There's a creature, a fiend, known as the Warden. He can be persuaded to exchange souls for other souls. The easiest and most reliable way to do this is to challenge his great Nether Seas arena. For any who survive the death gauntlet can ask of him any one thing. There have been only a few throughout history who have done so. And almost always the prize they claim is the soul of one imprisoned on the island. Though for whatever reason, they usually exchange themselves for the person who is imprisoned. It's quite honorable, and makes for a good story, but why not bring the soul of a criminal or an enemy instead?
Julian, we might be able to use this to get rid of Esther.
When you say that, you see a big smile appear on Helios's face. That's the idea. Why? Who are you trying to free? Your godling friends haven't screwed up too badly, have they?
Maya looks at the rest of the group and says, maybe this is one of those things where, and she looks at Julian at this point, where maybe we need to ask for someone to answer that question.
Oh, a little quid pro quo, huh? Oh, okay. Is that what you tell him?
I haven't. She doesn't say that out loud.
Oh.
This is on the
Oh,
Seagull
this
Network,
is
right?
on the network.
This is on the network. On the network. Okay.
On the
We
network.
know that one of the Titans is there, right? I think one of
Yes.
the true Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's who we would want.
Yes, but do we want to tell Helios that now, or ask for something in return for answering that question? Maybe the key.
He says, Queen Maya, are you all right?
Yes.
He lets out a long, sanguous sort of yawn as he's just kind of like, he's up past his bedtime here. So, dude, work hard all day.
I think we need to ask him about what can we specifically do to get the key, but I don't know if that needs to be one of these 3 questions. I think that might just be a question that
No,
we ask him just as
no,
a person.
he had just. What I'm saying is he had just asked us a question, and in exchange for answering that question, we asked for the key.
It's worth a
Worth a
shot.
gamble.
Okay. Are you guys okay with trying this?
I'm fine with trying it, but
Absolutely.
Helios
Aye.
being an impartial third party, Ornal stressed impartial, there's nothing stopping him from revealing what we're looking to do if one of Sidon's goons comes to call.
Hmm. And I believe, if you recall, you have seen one of Sidon's goons here, right?
I know we saw a bunch of Cyclopses, but I don't think we ever
Mhm.
saw any of Sidon's people here. yet.
Okay.
Just checking.
I think we did. I think we learned that Hergeron came here at one point, though.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came
yeah,
here.
yeah,
at
yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was checking.
Yeah.
I think
okay,
it's still
so
worth telling
shoot-
him, though.
Sorry, I called
So-
Hergron a goon. I know some of you are stands for Hergron, so sorry about
Okay,
that.
I guess Maya will say, if we answer that question, there is a chance that that information might be might come back and
I
be
understand.
given to someone else. But
Never you
if you-
mind, then. Focus on
Oh.
your third question, then.
well, okay. All right, for the third question, we have learned, and I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, that we are planning to stop Sidon from attacking the rest of the settlers here in Thylea. And
Yes, the war that is
war that's to come.
inevitable at the end of the oath. Yes, the war that is to
We-
come. Yes.
we have reason to believe that Sidon's biggest weakness is his hubris, and we would like to ask, what would be the a way to use his hubris against him?
Well, you're doing it right now, aren't you?
One would assume that, and no offense, but individuals like yourselves, if he thought you any true threat, he would have strangled you as babes, or when the, he does air quotes, prophecy was revealed. But has he really made any sort of effort to actually stop you? Why would he? It would be embarrassing. It would be like beating up the local school children because maybe someday they might be old enough to give you a run for your money. He doesn't see you as anything other than a distraction. The last desperate play of some foolish pretenders. So, in a way, you're already weaponizing his hubris against him. But you could take it further. Would he ever suspect you breaking into his home? Would he ever suspect you swaying his daughter into your service and way of thinking? He raises an eyebrow at you guys. Would he ever suspect you capable of turning his prized beast against him? Or recruiting an army? Would he ever suspect his own sister bride of plotting his destruction? Such ideas cannot be processed by his mind. So arrogant is he. Truly, if there was ever any weakness, that was the greatest weakness of them all, it would be hubris. As he says that, he kind of winces a little and clutches at his chest, kind of closes his eyes and steadies his breathing. Maya, with your insight, it's definitely heartburn. Julian, with your insight, it's a weird time for him to be having heartburn.
We've asked and answered our 3 questions at this point, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Julian's going to say, Helios, are you feeling all right?
Yes, I'm just taxed from my flight, carrying the light of the sun from one end of Thylea to the other. Takes it out of you.
I can only imagine, but this seems to be more, if I may be so bold as to say.
You can be as bold as you like, but my maladies are few, and my discomforts manageable.
But we have proven our usefulness and capability. Perhaps we could assuage your maladies, as few though they may be.
I require no assistance on that front, thank you. It would be wise, and prudent even, to drop the subject.
My apologies for my rudeness, merely expressing concern.
Why don't we change the subject to something you would find more palatable, and I would find preferable to your nosing into my affairs? I have a friend. She is big and green, greedy, and in her own way, resplendently beautiful. I speak of Hexia, the poisoned sonnet. She and I have a mutual interest in a particular neighbor of hers. He has an object in his possession that I would prefer he did not have. If you can remove it from his tentacles in a manner that would be quite permanent, I would gladly give you the keys to Skyhold. And you might even earn the favor of the Emerald Scale at the same time.
The Kraken.
Oh, is that who the neighbor is? Oh, well, that certainly is a large ask on my part, then. I do not ask for the beast's destruction, as it is an eternal. Killing it is a waste of time. It will reform as long as its creator still lives. No, you would need to convince the beast that it no longer needed this particular piece of property.
Has the Kraken been
Is
known
this,
to be open to bargaining in the past?
When you ask that question, Andronicos, you find yourself transported roughly 105 episodes into the past, and you find yourself sleeping on the beach during the beach episode, and in the dream, hearing a call from the sea, and walking out towards it. And Andronicus is AFK, so someone will have to let him know this happened.
He's
And then-
in it. His eyes have rolled back in his head.
Yeah.
Modem noises.
So Helios says, but of course, all beings of power are open to negotiation.
Would you be able to tell us what Kraken covets? What does it normally trade for? Does it
The
covet?
Kraken delights in control and fear. It seeks the screams of the masses, the frightened shouts, the cries of sorrow from those who see the impending doom crushing down upon them. I do not give much thought to good and evil, but the Kraken is one of the most vile beings I've ever encountered.
Or
And
Malthus?
you cannot underestimate it, for while it looks like a beast, its mind is mighty. Why now? Far more mighty than its creator. It is a master of spell and magics of the mind. There's also the matter of reaching its lair. What with it being at the very bottom of the sea. The pressure of the ocean would crush most of you. I'm sure. And Tigady and Ethiopian. This guy, the blue one. I'm sure he could tell you.
On the network, Maya will let the group know. One thing, if the Kraken is how Helios is explaining him, he would probably does not like being under Sidon. Would probably want to be the master of the ocean and not Sidon. But I don't know if that's an ally we want.
I don't think we have means of giving out what we would bargain for.
I mean,
On the
him
network,
helping
Julian's
us.
going to think, yes, but we don't know what it wants. We just know that it likes to torment people. We don't know if it's the screams, in which case, a magical
He
item
said-
could, generate screams, but is it the,
No, it's control.
bloodthirstiness?
So
Yes.
fucking practical. Give it a stone of sounding.
Well, what he said is that he likes control. Whether it's the control to cause screaming or not, it's not about screaming, it's about control.
I don't know. I was thinking like a screaming white noise machine, but yes, I think it won't.
Perfect for getting to sleep at night.
Right?
I mean, I know a certain elf. No, never mind. Keep going.
Oh no.
We don't have plane shift.
Yeah. All right. Well, he is drinking his bowl of wine and kind of picking at his food.
So,
Olive, sensing food moving, awakens, and he begins to feed her small bits of food.
just to make sure I didn't miss it, when he mentioned going and grabbing the thing from Hexia's neighbor, he did not mention the thing, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet.
But he did mention that if we did do this, he would be able to. He's willing to give us the thing, the key to Skyhold.
I'd be willing to bounce 1,000 drachmae that it's the very thing we promised to give to.
Now, keep in mind, he didn't say you had to bring it to him.
Yeah, he just said
he
he
said that
want
he wants to make sure that the Kraken doesn't have it.
There.
Yes, yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. All right, I will say, what is this thing that Kraken has that you don't want him to have? Want it to have?
There we are. He smiles very wide at you again, and he says, "It's something that, from what I've heard, you would be very interested in having. It seems the new queen of Fire Islands, what was her name? Queen Loudmouth, something like that. Wouldn't stop going on and on and on about a gemstone, a key. You hear a lot of things when you fly across the sky every single day. The louder voices really stand out.
Mm.
This key was stolen from Fire Island by the Kraken long ago. It has used the stone, changed it, used the pressure of the depths and its own vile thoughts to change it into something new, something dangerous, something that could end the world. You could see why it would be important for him to not have it anymore.
Mm.
Then you could see why I, looking for those worthy of the keys to Skyhold, would set such a lofty quest before you. He raises an eyebrow and says, "Do none of you want to ask? But Helios, you are a god. Why do you not go and take it yourself? None of you want to ask that question? Are all of you too wise?" Good. And he goes back to feeding his dog. She was making her way towards the grapes, and he said, no grapes. They make you sick.
I'll take those.
You hear the most plaintive and sorrow-filled noises come out of Olive. Noises that no beast nor man could ever make, but something beyond the understanding of men and beast.
Perhaps something that Kraken would covet.
Okay, well, that's a lot for us to think about.
Of course. Well, you're welcome to stay on my island as long as you'd like. I think I will be heading to bed. You
Thank
did
you
well.
for your hospitality.
Of course, it's well earned. You give me hope that maybe the Dragonlords of old can be washed away like a bad taste in the mouth to make room for something more filling, less rancid. But we will see. You are only just now coming into your power, and power corrupts. As he says this, his chest glows brightly, like there's a uranium bomb about to explode. And he closes his eyes and breathes in deep through his nostrils, and then the light begins to dim. And carrying Olive, he leaves the glade.
Can I try and make an Arcana check or an Insight check as to like what? Clearly, this is related to his power, but this is something more than that. It would seem.
Yeah.
Can I as well?
Yes, it would be a very high DC 30 Arcana check.
I will attempt it.
Okay. Sibo, is there anything special about your Arcana check that I need to know?
Actually, it was it below 10? Because I thought I messed with something that maybe it could not be below 10.
No, you rolled a big
Yeah.
fat 2, brother.
Okay,
So-
all right.
But that's one of the skills, right? That's covered under
Yes.
your
Yeah.
package. Okay.
Yes.
All
Oh,
right.
what a tremendous package it is.
Neither of you came close to a DC 30.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured if maybe I hit a nat 20 and
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
you know, I could have also rolled my my faxpiration on top of that.
No, you guys know that there's some hinky shit going on with his power, but you are unable to mechanically solve it. You are, of course, open to wild speculation of your own, and encouraged.
He's got heartburn.
I mean, that's the medical explanation from Maya. Absolutely, yes. All right. Yeah. So he rolls out, and his head priest comes in, and they make accommodations for you guys for the night.
Okay.
Though I don't think it's ever actually night on this island because the sun lives here. But you know, yeah.
It's sleepy time versus wakey time.
Absolutely. Back on the boat, Kyra looks around when he says something about Queen Loudmouth. She rubs at her ears. She kind of scratches her nose. Huh. That was weird. Anyways, so then I taught them all how to sing Baby Shark. And so they're continues on the boat. So back to you.
For me, I lost connection as soon as you said anyway, and so I didn't hear any of that. And I think that's perfect.
Kyra taught somebody, probably the Mermaid King, to sing Baby Shark.
Okay. All right. So I guess
Yeah.
our
What
big
now,
plan,
y'all?
Our big plan for coming here was to get money so we can go kit out the ship.
Well,
So
we got money.
are we going back to Mitros?
The upgrades that were on the ship at Midas's Island, did we grab those? I'm not sure how that worked.
We got
Do we have them loaded on our ship and
Yeah,
then we
you have
to
them
get
on your ship,
installed?
and yeah, you could go to Indigo
Okay.
Island or Arisia or Themis or Mitros, anywhere that has a decent port of call that doesn't want to kill you. You could go there.
Is there any mechanical benefit to specifically which port we go to, or
No.
If we go to the Indigo Islands, we will be fleeced.
I mean,
well,
yeah, possibly.
I get. There's no real mechanical thing. I mean, you could make it a mechanical thing, like Maya could just be like, "I'm the queen, bitch. Drain the treasury. Fix my ship."
I guess
One-
is it?
one
I
would
don't know if drain the treasury, but we could probably get it done at cost at Themis.
One would argue that you would get the best work done at the Indigo Islands because they have the most experience with all manner of ships coming and going, both from the Cerulean Sea and the Forgotten Seas. Whereas Mitros, they are very good and very adept sailors and shipwrights, but they generally don't worry about going out to the Forgotten Seas. Arisia, they don't have a very good navy, and they really only have coastal vessels. They have the more traditional Greek trireme type vessels that are yeah, we stay near the coast because why would you go to the deep ocean? That's dumb. Oh, look, there's a sandbar. Everybody get out and carry the fucking boat. That's how hardcore we are. All right, throw it back in the water, everybody. What? There's no below deck. You just sleep on the top of the boat. What? There's a storm? Who cares? Get tough or get the fuck out. Which historically is apparently how triremes worked. And that seems very Arisian to me. Themis, they have pretty good shipwrights, though in recent years they have not focused on their naval power as much. So they would kind of be working back towards their former glory as far as sea power goes.
I guess the question is
Indigo Island to me.
I guess another question is that anywhere we go, we're gonna have some downtime. So which town we're going to have a day of downtime in?
I
mean, it's gonna be more than a day.
One's a beach resort. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They've got a water slide.
I mean, does anybody have anything they need to do in Michos? If no, then maybe you go to Indigo.
I'm fine with whatever.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll
Indigo.
leave it. Indigo
No,
Island it is.
Let's go to the Indigo Isles.
Yeah,
All
Indigo.
right. So you stay the rest of the night. You head out the next day, and you're gonna plot a course to the Indigo Islands. Right.
We do not have Heroes Feast anymore. Is that correct?
Yeah,
No,
it's
I haven't
24
made. I
hours.
haven't made a new one yet.
Okay, no,
And
I'm taking mine off.
We're gonna have to buy the bowls. We already had 2, and we used 1 so far.
All right.
Okay.
Because you're in the
Um,
Forgotten Seas, it's going to be a D3 +1 -1, so just a D3, and then a D4 because Sidon don't like you very much.
As we're traveling, Oren's gonna go to Bicycles and give the 4 golden ram hooves to him to have him start crafting those potions that allow you to resist lightning and fly.
Okay.
He'll
It's
go
gonna be
to
6 days.
he'll go to Steros
When
and
do
he'll
when do we get the Caledoni comes up on the 15th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have a few days.
Oren will go to Steros
have-
with a dagger and he'll see if Steros can fix the horns to a dagger to get the extra lightning damage.
Oh, I mean, during 6 fucking days? Yeah, like, there'll be time for him to do that stuff.
I guess
Absolutely.
it would be possible for Steros or Bront to make the Andronicos as a new amulet.
Oh, to
amulet
get started on
health.
my new amulet.
Yeah.
They could certainly get started on it, but that is a tremendous amount of time. I believe we established that it was going to take
A month.
what?
40
Yeah.
days, I think.
Yeah.
40 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
the sooner we can get it started, the better.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will set a
Um,
calendar event.
I'll have them
Uh,
make it with the remains of my old one.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have them start. We'll say on the 3rd of Volkion. So that would take us to the 13th of Pythion. Is when they will have that finished for you. All right. Andy's new life support completed. I just picture like when you take the amulet off, you just like there's a poof and all your muscles disappear, and you're just like this scrawny like
It's,
swamp man.
Yeah, it's
Like,
either
Captain
my
America
hero
before.
or it's
Yeah.
like,
Yes, my hero. Exactly.
or it's Steve
Or
Rogers
Captain America.
before and after
Yeah,
the
Steve
scene.
Rogers
Yes,
before and
It
yes.
goes back and
But
forth.
that's exactly what I pictured when you lost the amulet and suddenly you were like, I don't have the amulet. Wait. And I was like, oh my God, it's really becomes a very important part of his life. I wonder what that means. So like when you were a famous athlete, were you just like a real like lightweight, like, you know, kind of like runner's build kind of guy? But then you got this amulet and you
it
just fucking
was-
like beefed up like
I was like 10 or something at the point, so I wasn't sub-average.
right.
That didn't
Warrior-
happen until the
But for an athlete,
Oh,
a
it's
10
He's warrior-y.
constitution for a professional athlete with a 10 constitution. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
That's
Andronicus
you're not a
takes
distance-
off
you're not
the
a distance
amulet while
athlete,
he's
you're,
on board
you're,
the Stormbreaker, and he's like running up and
it was
down
sort of like
stairs.
we were
He's just like,
talking about
I could do this all
Strahd
day.
like in Curse of Strahd this morning. Like he had a big strength, but a low con, so he's like wiry and
Okay.
You do more explosive things like the throwing of that. What's that throwing a ball?
Shot put.
Shot put.
Yeah, shot put, stuff like
Hammer
that,
throw,
where it's
yeah.
not about endurance. It's about active strength in the moment.
Oh, that has to be true then.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Yeah, I guess while we're there, we want to spend some of this money on some bowls.
Yes.
Well, depending on the upgrades we're doing, that may eat up a lot of our capital.
We have What's all of this in drachmae? Hold on.
All right, let me see what happens to you during your 6 days of travel. You guys know how to handle
Is
yourselves.
that the -1, or do we not have that yet?
No, the -1 is right away because it was you took the old ores from his ship and you just kind of replaced your regular ores with his dope ass razor blade gold ones or whatever that cut through the water. No, but yeah, 6 days is pretty much almost the highest amount it could be. Like 7 would be the highest. Now that you have those ores, could have been 8 before. You guys had actually been rolling relatively good for your stuff. Okay. Let me roll to see when this occurs. On the second day of travel, you guys spot in the course that you are trying to take a massive storm. The description is, ahead of the ship you see a massive storm event. The distance to it and its size are indiscernible, such as its mass, but it looks like a hurricane. The sudden choppy wake only confirms it. If you were to proceed on your current course, you would have to deal with the storm. However, experts on the ship, the Nerd Squad, led by Sivo, they inform you that the direction that the storm is headed, you could anchor, ride out the edges of the storm, and then continue. But it would cost you another day.
What's the risk, though, to possible loss of crew, loss of life?
Yeah, the ship will undoubtedly survive because it is a very powerful ship. But you will probably lose some crew if you try to push through. Which your PR team, led by Kyra, tells you that this would be pretty bad if anyone found out that you would only had to anchor for 1 day to save lives, but you were too big of a hurry.
Then we anchor for a day.
Oh, okay.
Unless the group disagrees.
I have modified memory now, and I think no. Okay,
That's a lot of memories to modify.
yeah.
Sivo, I remember us having a
We
conversation
don't
about us being
pause for
better
1
than what
day, and
came
then we
before.
modify memory once a day on everyone in the crew. It'll only take us.
I do it to Julian now.
So
Counterspell.
during the day that it that you guys are anchored at the edge of this massive storm, there is a morale situation wherein the storm is a physical reminder of the strength and power of Sidon. There is talk on the ship that how are they to defeat Sidon if they are afraid to sail through a storm? Your PR manager, Kyra, says, well, shit, I didn't think of that.
There are necessary risks and there are unnecessary ones.
She said, okay, well, you got to tell them that, or we're going to have a mutiny. Maybe not today.
I'll leave it to
But
Andronicus or Julian to work on the crew.
Oh. We can go headlong into this storm and lose our crew, or we can sit still and weather it. This storm came at us, and we survived it.
Okay, so this is a real chill skill challenge. Each of you must contribute in some way towards assuaging the crew's fears and doubts. I will need an overall 3 successes. If you succeed, the crew will understand that you made the right call. But if you fail, there will be doubt spreading through the crew. Because I can't even describe the storm accurately. I'm just not a good enough storyteller. But apparently this is a real big and intimidating storm, and apparently when you are out in the ocean and there's no land in any direction, you can see weather shit from really far away, and it's incredibly intense compared to like seeing it from land. So yeah, like there's funnels of water being pulled up, and there's just blasts of lightning, and the lightning's dancing across the clouds. And of course, it's a fantasy setting, so there's probably fucking storm elementals flying around in there too. It's a fucking you know for sure you don't want to go in there. There's no doubt in your mind that going in there, people will fucking die. But there's also that doubt that's still creeping through the ship. Maybe to overcompensate for the fear they feel at seeing this sort of spectacle of nature. But because it is like that, the DC of this challenge is going to be a 22.
Okay.
Which I believe is well within everyone's ability to reach.
Okay. All right. I would like to talk big fancy words about
Okay.
the tornado or the hurricane in an attempt to roll a nature check in
Give him the full readout of what the
what's
effects of
happening.
Julie's
this.
gonna come up and whisper in your ear, Siva, perhaps you should try and get some of that polymorph potion thing. Get your big weather girl boobies out or something if you're gonna be doing that.
Weather girl boobies?
What?
Do you remember when we were on Themis, you had great big knockers? I think that's gonna, they're gonna listen, pay closer attention if there's something interesting to look at. You're
Watch how
think
persuasive I
they-
can be
I mean,
with my big fancy talk.
Well, I mean, he also
Yeah.
has his yeah, I'm pretty sure he was bringing it-
Nessa clears her throat and says,
Julian, you're gonna have to fill out some forms, some HR forms.
Also, Nessa, can I stand on your back while I do this for no particular reason?
Of course, so that everyone can see you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Do
Can
you want me
also
to? Yeah,
hold me
I'll
up?
reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll reach
Yeah.
back behind me
Yep.
to hold you up so you don't fall.
All right.
as she does, her massive fucking
Yeah.
badonka titties just they go out like so fucking far. It's just incredible. She says, as she's doing this, she says,
Sivo, did you feel objectified by the words that Julian was using on you? Because
I absolutely did. It was
Okay.
messed up. Yeah.
do you hear that, Julian? We're gonna have a stern talking after all this is over.
Yes, give me the paperwork. Julie will
Alright.
take the HR paperwork and then cast Firebolt, destroying it.
wow.
All right. So this roll cannot be below a 10.
Ooh, man. What a shame. Hate to see it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction.
Wait
Oh.
a second.
And
Messed
I don't
up.
think that would work for a skill challenges. I don't know.
it's
Sounds
just ability
kinda-
check.
Wait, there's something off here. It's not giving me the 7.
It's not giving you the 7.
So 11. It should be a minimum of 17 before the guidance.
Oh my god, why would it be a minimum of 17? What have you done to yourself?
Well, because I have a +7 and the roll can't be below. Right, the roll can't be below a 10. Not.
No, you rolled an 11, so that's higher than a 10. It just means that if you ever rolled a 9, an 8, a 7, we would just treat it as a 10.
Yeah. So 11 + 7 should be 8. Never mind. I'm fucking stupid. You're right.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, I'll succeed at the cost. No, go ahead.
You'll
What were
succeed
you
the
gonna
cost.
do?
All right. So
What-
Maya, I feel like a reaction ability used in this. These represent like hours of work, not
Okay, yeah.
not something that's happening in an
No
instant.
problem.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're gonna succeed the cost out of combat, but
I
you're
will.
at sea, so you should be fine.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So no one was listening to you. But when they saw where you were presenting from, they suddenly you had their rapt attention, and they listened to the words of wisdom and intelligence that you delivered to them about storms fucking you up.
I kept calling it a tornado instead of a hurricane. the whole
Oh
time.
yeah. No.
Yeah.
Do what modern weather people do. Just make up some fucking names for weather.
Sharknado.
Tropical
It's a
depression.
derecho.
Like just tell them just how bad it is. Be like,
Is it-
oh yeah, this is an apex storm vortex
Yeah.
Category dragon. Threat level
Back in
max.
Yeah,
Beyond,
yeah, level 30 draconic god vortex stormhole, and they're just like,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's what.
It's
Alright.
supposed to be we're supposed to have them think that we're not scared. We knew we shouldn't be scared of this. We're not
Yeah.
scared. Okay.
Well, you delivered it with the confidence of a weatherman, so you aren't scared, but they should definitely be scared.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, I would. I've got something I'd like to do also for this.
Okay.
So I think this is. What was that? A persuasion? Is that what that was? That
Yeah, he did a knowledge nature to educate them on the
Knowledge nature,
dangers.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for either persuasion or performance, and I want to let them know that we Hop, we know that we will make it through this. This isn't something that we're doing because we're afraid of this storm. We're trying to protect you. Like our entire goal, our reason for existing is to keep people safe, and that's what we're doing here. We want to keep all of you safe from this storm. I am not worried. I just want you to be all right.
Okay.
And John can just swim underwater, you know.
All right. DC 22 persuasion.
Oh, that was the wrong one. It's the same number.
Oof. There are some boos. There's some boos from the back of the crowd.
Damn,
that
even my
yeah.
other one.
Yeah, they say
SIBO booze.
someone says, "You sound afraid, Captain Fish." And then you see a lot of the centaurs, like the really dangerous poisonous centaurs that you guys recruited. They're just looking at you like, "What a pussy."
And those are the really nerdy ones too.
yeah, they're the nerdiest other people. Yes.
They're over there with their pocket protectors and their abacuses.
That's why they were okay with Steve-O.
Yeah.
Andronicus just fuck you guys, dives into the water with a piece of rope, ties himself to the bottom of the ship.
Unfortunately, a critical failure is 2 failures in a skill challenge. So
Hey,
there's a lot of pressure on the rest of you to succeed.
glad I could get that out of the way early on.
Right.
All right. Don't worry. In the New World patch, inspiration does rerolls instead of advantage, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Soon. Trademark soon.
All right. I guess what Maya's gonna do is say. I guess she would say this kind of after we've made it through the storm, not during it. Is that this storm showed up to us, and we stood here still, and the storm came past us, and no one was hurt, and no one was damaged. The ship survived. So no matter what Sidon throws at us, even if we don't fight back, he cannot hurt us.
Okay. And what skill are you delivering this with?
I mean, I guess that does sound like a persuasion.
Sounds like a persuasion.
All right, we'll try this.
Okay, this is with your new Queen's Majesty, right?
Yeah, so I don't have proficiency in it, but it is going off my wisdom.
Okay.
I will use an inspiration on this.
Are you using an inspiration? All right.
I'll succeed it if I need to.
Oh no, it was exactly what you needed.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Orin's going to show how much that they don't need to be concerned about the storm by showing how much he's not concerned about the storm. He's going to be business as usual. He's not even concerned about the crew having concerns. He's down in the one of the lower decks on the training, going to the training course with Endis and Pythor. It's going through. They've got it set up for like a gymnastics type of course.
Okay, so you're trying to just be like, let's have a fucking shonen tournament.
Exactly. Yeah, take their mind out.
Okay.
He'd like to do acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's doing like pull-ups and going through the rings and stuff.
I believe it. Go for it. Give me a 22 acrobatics check. Yala is watching with great interest.
Nice.
Okay. Yala gives you a slow and firm golf clap. She stares at you in a way that might make you feel uncomfortable.
Hmm.
Kind of looks like her character art.
Does Nessa come by with HR paperwork and say, Yala, when you look at someone that kind of intensely, that can make them feel very uncomfortable. I think you need to come talk to,
She's still
to
working through
HR.
She's still working through the 50 complaints on file about Julia Demetrius. She's the only HR member of the HR department, so it takes there's a big backlog. Okay. All right. All right, no pressure, but Julian, because Andronikos flooped the fish, as it were, you must also succeed here. Well, no, we got three successes, but we got two. We don't want to get 3 failures. So yeah, you do need to succeed here. Okay. Well, you want 3 successes before 3 failures, right? Yeah. So we're good.
Is this one of those things where, because I know you've been doing skill challenges where you have to make it to the end of the round?
Yeah. So yeah, you do have to succeed, Julian. You do have to succeed.
Okay.
All right.
No, I've been
No pressure.
looking through my spells.
Inspo, if you don't have the inspo to do it at advantage.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. It's like you guys keep fighting gods or something. You just.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna take a similar tack to Andronikos in terms of just like we're doing this for your benefit. But I guess Julian's going to have to apologize to Andronicus later. He is going to feed off of the centaur sentiment of like, we're a fucking pussy, and he is going to, so he's going to take the route of, passing out some wine and say, yes, it's a shame that he's taken this particular course of action. It is a bit on the weak side, isn't it? But I mean, look at us. We're strong, we're hale, we're hearty. We can carouse through this storm, can we not?
Oh,
and
wow.
then Julian's going to start singing bawdy songs, and when possible, substitute Captain Fish if it's like a particularly derisive song. So twisting the antagonistic sentiments towards.
Sorry,
Andronikos.
I'm getting a call from Beator real quick. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. Devil's offer. Okay. So we the GM union are prepared to offer you a deal. You don't have to roll this check if you're willing to roll in the carousal table to carouse with the crew.
Oh, do it. Do it.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh my god.
All right, let me see where we're at. I gotta make sure.
Mutiny.
I gotta make sure that Orf hasn't added new stuff. Hold on.
I don't know if Julian can handle any more HR complaints, though.
All right, roll a D223. Such is the magic of the internet that we can just make dice from nothing, of any size we want. Even the computers of old had to do certain set values. 34? Oh my goodness, let me scroll all the way back up. 19 pages. Hold on. Let's see, 34.
Crash and Orf collaborations are always my favorite.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned, but I don't know. I feel like this might be worth it at the end.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Okay. This game is fucking ridiculous. Alright. Alright, Julian. Classic carousal, right? It's just cuts of you drinking more and more and more, and then bowls piling up. Wine bowls just piling up. You taking body shots off of Yala. Like, there was a moment where you rode around on one of the centaurs like it was a rodeo horse trying to buck you off. Like, shit was crazy. When you wake up the next day, you are not in bed with anyone. You are sort of buried in like the massive ropes on the top of the ship that are used to, do the sails and the rigging and all that. And as you kind of extract yourself from this pile, you find dangling from your waist sash, as it were, a lamp.
Is that a euphemism?
The lamp seems to be rather ordinary, but yet something about it seems extraordinary. You remember there's something inside this lamp, a being of incredible power. And last night, when you discovered this lamp, you made 2 wishes.
Oh shit!
But you don't remember what the wishes were.
Oh,
shit.
But you do know that you have 1 wish left.
Oh man.
Yep.
Wow. The player is kind of speechless.
You don't have to use it
I feel
right
like
away.
Julian's too fucking hungover, and he's just like, oh, this fucking thing.
You're like, fuck it, you just
God.
chuck it over the edge.
I don't think you'd do that. I don't think you would do that. Just be like, oh, this has caused more problems than solved. Or did it? I don't know.
All right, I will add to your inventory magic lamp.
Does Julian remember what the rules were for the genie? Like, if I use the last wish, does it then try and kill me afterwards or anything like that?
You remember only that it was an entity that made you quake with fear. So powerful was its magic.
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to be really freaking careful about what I say from now on.
Okay. So you guys succeeded in your challenge.
Holy shit.
All right, cool. So, what do you guys? You guys are gonna arrive in the islands, right? Yeah. So let me get you guys over there. All right. Cool.
So I caroused that day wasn't useful. So it was total of 5 or 6 days.
You'd still have 6 days of travel because the extra day. Yeah.
Would Andronicus be up for some lance training, or is Andronicus fuck you? You threw my name under the bus. Your name is mud to me now.
And this guy bounced back fast, though. You know what I'm saying? This guy bounced back fast. It's
I didn't remember any of it.
All right.
All that bad mouthing.
Oh no! That's too fast paced. That's too fast paced, Mario. Come on. Let me see. Maybe this one.
When we were on the Isle of Time, I lost a shit ton of charisma attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Would that have been something that would have come back if Greater Restoration was used on me?
Oh, the stuff that was lost on the Island of Time, that was the core of your being. You basically gave those stats to another you in another timeline.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, some other version of you went through Island of Time and gained stats. And they had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, that guy just lost the ability to change those stats to int, which I just got. So I took all his int power. He got all, so we're good. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, he was like, man, int warlock seemed good, but I really just want to be charisma. Is there anything we could do for that? And I was like, we'll figure it out. All right. So you guys arrive. Yeah. Congrats.
Congrats.
They are happy to see you. They all rub their hands together greedily, ready for your drachmae.
All right, we pull the boat into port. We bring Gillig's Bright Corn Aloud to negotiate a good prices with us.
Smart.
So we get into his home turf here.
I mean, the ship still has all the decals and advertisements on it, right?
They're probably all fucked up and like scorched and torn up, but yeah, they're still there.
You want to
Yeah.
thank Brianna for her persuasion too?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I mean, while they're going to be working on the ship, might as well have a small shore leave for everybody, right?
Oh wow! As soon as you say that, it's just like yeah, and they all rush off the ship. They'd have to anyways, because you're gonna have to dry dock it and all that.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. They all seem very happy. Julian's carousal, whatever went down, like all thoughts of mutiny are gone. They understand that Sidon, he's gonna get his shit kicked in. Yeah.
All right.
So whatever you did, it worked.
I mean, I'm not proud of ruining your reputation with the crew, Andronicus, but it seemed like it had to be done. Sorry.
What'd you do to his reputation?
Well, I might have leaned in really, really hard on the whole he's a pussy thing.
So in Lance training after that, Andronicus didn't do his normal like this. He just beat the shit out of Julian with
Oh,
Lance. Like to show him how to do it. He's like, no, I think we're good.
All right, beautiful.
Just like when you guys were kids.
You also get a stern talking to from Nessa about your use of the P word in a way that is not entirely respectful, and she explains to you the many values of the vagina and associated parts, etc., etc., etc. So you're getting this lecture while everyone else, you can see them on the shore. They're getting street food from the vendors. They're all like changing into their bathing suits. They're having NPC beach episodes. It looks like a great time. She points to the 51 forms that you have to process about your recent HR complaints.
She says, I don't want to do this either, man, but you know, like if we don't hold ourselves responsible, we're no better than the enemy, you know?
She hands you a trifold pamphlet that says "Be Better" on it.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, and I know I should fill these forms out, but I really think perhaps my time might be better spent seeing if I could do some research at the library with the elves and, on the other island. There's a long wait to rent a ship. Perhaps we can just tackle this, on the return journey.
She needs a persuasion.
Okay.
She says, yeah, man, like forms suck. Let's go like party.
And then you guys head to the shore.
But in all seriousness, Julian does try, and he's not. He's caroused out at this point.
You can tell from the quality and the tediousness of the forms that they were definitely of Chandris and Zamrock's design.
Oh God, that would have been insufferable.
Yeah.
There's 35 places to sign on each form.
Yeah, hers were like how did it make you feel? And then there were some emojis you could circle, and then like Zamrox and Chandra saw that, and they were like,
allow us to help.
By the time they were done, it was insurmountable bureaucratic skill challenge. But no one, immediately HR concerns began to drop on the ship as people were like, I ain't filling that fucking form out. All right.
We'll call back when it was necessary. We will cause HR problems so that you can go fill out her form.
Yeah. Because she would hold them to her chest, and kind of pet their hair and say like,
you acted out because you feel sad.
and then now she's like,
Fill out these forms. No questions. No ifs, ands, or buts. I need 3 copies of them.
Yeah, like, so everyone's like, fuck that, I ain't gonna. But now they've made up, like, new language on the ship to sort of, like, get around the HR restrictions, which is, you know, the evolution of language. So, like, people are still being as as bawdy and inappropriate as they were before, but in a way that Nessa hasn't caught up with yet. Yeah. All right. So, these additions to your ship, let me check and see how long they will take.
All right, and then I assume we're going to the president, El Presidente of the dwarves, and we're gonna try and sell him the tasteful nude of Midas, right?
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Joel,
I
you
think
got
he
a
was
sales
one
pitch
of the
put
ones that'll
together.
be most into it. So.
Yeah.
Really play it up as a trophy from the island of the gold.
Well, I can't believe that you would think that Randug Rosethorn would ever. He asked you how much you want for it. So.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think would be a fair price?
Ooh. Maybe 500 drachmae, eh?
500 drachmae?
Mm-hmm.
That's an insult. No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we want to sell to you anymore on 500 drachmae.
Oh, well, maybe 2,500 drachmae.
2,500 drachmae? No, when we brought this on board, you don't understand. Python was like, "Oh, that's a great statue. I might give you, 7,500 if I had it. That's awesome."
All right, give me a deception. Give me a deception.
Sibo peeks his head and said, "Hey, I sold that for 5,000." So
Shut up.
Okay, he says, 6,000 drachmae is my final offer.
Sold.
He's just like,
Sad.
he just grab. Oh, I got a smooth businessman over here.
All right. Well, now you don't have that cool statue, so joke's on you. Let's see. Okay. Statues of gold minus the ship. Wreckage of my island. The task would take 3 days each. Oh. But 1 day of work if Vulcan, Steros, Bront, or an artificer or forge cleric of similar skill were to help. Okay. So I guess the question here is, do you just want to rent the dry dock and do the work yourself? Or do you want to pay the dwarves to do it?
Shit, I think we should just do it ourselves then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got the people to do it.
Okay. In that case, they would just charge you, what are the docking fees for this island?
Or we basically just trading the gold statue for the docking fees.
I mean, honestly, if that was the case, if we knew that, we probably could have went to Phoebus and docked for free.
Fuck.
Well,
Oh,
you're here now, so.
We're here. I think we should take advantage of access to the elves' library. Honestly, I think that's not a bad
Also,
thing.
I want to go visit the Tortles and see if I can get another tree in a bottle.
There you go.
brilliant.
Or 2. God, that was useful.
Let's see. Okay.
Maybe if you give them a cutting of Thylea, they can put that in a bottle and have the same effect for you.
Because you are preferred customers, they will give you, just to make things easy, they will give you access to the dry dock and room and board, and resort accommodations for your entire crew for 1,000 drachmae a day.
That's not bad.
No questions asked. Your crew could drink to their heart's content. They could get rowdy. They get free surf lessons, jungle tours, the whole deal.
That's just a couple of days. That sounds really good.
1,000 drachmae a day, though? Like, this could take 1d4 weeks for the upgrades.
Well, no, the upgrades from the island only take a day each because you could just have Steros work on them.
Yeah, we've got. I think we wanted to get at the very least, want to get the reinforced hull, right? Doubles max HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to take 1d4 weeks. So if it takes 4 weeks, that's 200. What? 28,000 drachmae. So I guess we could install the ones we have here. Let the crew take a chill day and then head to Themis.
Well, would it still take that same amount of days if we were working on it rather than the?
Well, that's the 1,000 drachma was just what they were going to charge us to have the.
No. What I'm saying,
Yeah, but
to
if
do
it
the
takes if the
reinforced
upgrade
hull,
takes a day, if
like would the reinforced hull take the 1d4 weeks if we're doing it ourselves instead of paying for somebody to do it?
Oh,
Because
I
I think
don't
right
know.
now would this 1,000 drachmae per day. The reason why those upgrades are a day each is because we're doing it right, not because.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a very skilled craftsman, a bunch of very skilled craftsmen helping us out. So that's why it only takes a day for those two. The reinforced hull, would that take only a day, another day, if we're using
If you're
ourselves?
doing it
to do
yourselves, let me check.
Trying to
I
think,
l-
where do we have it? Where we have that written
I
down?
linked the ship document to you guys, right?
No, I just wrote it. I transcribed it. It's I put a link to the comment in
treasure, right?
strategy.
Oh, the
Okay.
strategy. That's where it was. Okay, there it is.
Yes, I think we were looking at the reinforced hull and the maybe the sails.
Honestly, I think we should get as much as we can afford. But
We can get 2. Each one's 15,000. We've got 30,000 with the sale of all of the goals, 6,000 with the drachma, and then I think we had like 3 or 4,000 left
So,
in the coffers.
Just from everything from the chest, it was Wait a second. Is it 10 silver for 1 gold?
Yes.
I mean 10. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me redo that calculation then. It's not the 35. Hold on.
Look, I want to tell you that they're not trying to rip you off, but that would be a lie. So, Oren, your instincts are very good.
I forgot about the whole 1d4 weeks thing.
When you point out that how outrageous that cost is,
That'd be Gilligs pointing it out, or be like,
Yeah.
"Alright, sounds good."
yeah, they are willing to walk it back a little bit. They're willing to walk it back, and they want to know if you don't just need the dry dock facility for a few days and you intend to be there for a while, what exactly do you need? Essentially. And you're saying that you wanted to upgrade the hull, right?
Yeah, the reinforced hull upgrade for sure, which would double our HP to 2,000, which is definitely gonna be what we're definitely gonna want that if we're taking minimum 20 damage a day from acid and only being able to heal 30. Because we can heal 50 with the Antikytherian a day. We're going to be automatically taking 20, so that's going to limit our healing to 30 a day.
Okay.
And then we were doing the Everfull Sails.
That one might be good, the one that reduces travel time by a D2. We got to do that, or we could do a more combat-focused one. But I think, yeah, either the Everfull Sail or something else combat-focused.
I mean, don't forget we've got that cannon that we transplanted.
Do we?
Yeah, that was like one of the first things we cannibalized off the
oh, true.
Crash ship.
I thought you were referring to the other cannon we had, the ballista.
No, that's gone.
Okay. So, superior ship upgrades, 15,000 gold, and 1d4 weeks of work. During the time, the ship must remain in port. If the ship leaves, the work must start over, but you don't need to pay the gold piece cost a second time. Okay. So, let's see. Reinforced hull. Master Shipwright will double the ship's current hit points. Fucking, what, 2,000? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a good investment.
Yeah,
No,
was
Dom,
the Kraken did to us last time? Yeah.
the island of Gold Adventure is implying that your master craftsman could reduce 3 days to 1 day. So
Oh, okay.
if I on
So it
those
just makes it
on those
take
those
1/3 of the
particular
time.
things, yeah. So this would take it. We could argue that that same math would apply, though it's two different homebrews at work here. So it's really like
So you do 1d4 weeks, see how many days it is, and then divide it by 3. and that would
Okay,
be-
yeah.
Yeah,
Then,
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
yes, the whole 1,000 drachma a day is definitely no dice.
yeah, that's gonna be taxing. Now they don't mind if you and your crew stay here on the island, but then your crew would still essentially need to be covering their expenses as they're out and about in town. So you would need to factor that into the cost, you know.
Yeah, if we're gonna do the repairs like if we're gonna do the things ourselves, let's just give the crew like a couple days of shore leave, and then we'll just head to Themis and do it where we don't have to pay docking fees.
Yeah,
Sounds good
I
to
mean that
me.
works. Okay.
Well, in that case, can Julian bow out of helping with the upgrades because he wants to go?
Yeah, sure.
to-
Saros doesn't mind working on it. He's
Okay.
fascinated by this this gold artifice, essentially.
All right, cool.
All right. So you guys are just gonna be here for 2 days, and you're just gonna max your crew's morale. And, like, you're gonna take the 1,000 a day care package and let them be treated like the kings and queens and royalty that they are, or
Sure.
do you want the
Yeah,
discount
I think
package?
that's smart.
Next couple
No,
weeks.
we'll do we'll do the 2 days of max.
This is the pirate equivalent of
Yeah.
dropping some plunder. You know what I'm
the
saying?
next couple weeks we're going to hell, so we'll enjoy, have a good time.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, then in that case, we will assume that 2 days pass and you were able to get the golden leaf applied to the ship. You already had the golden cannon, and I said that the golden ores, you could just use them.
We just
but
hot swapped them out.
yeah, you just hot swapped them out. Okay, then yeah, we'll assume then that the first day was spent cleaning the ship, which is good. Always want to do that. Repairing it, making sure everything is ship shape. And then the second day is spent applying the gold leaf. The ship is now so fucking bling. It's ostentatious. It just looks amazing. Like, people see that and they're like, I bet they own a golden toilet in their golden palace. Like, what an incredible ship.
What does the cannon do again?
The cannon is an arcane cannon. It can replicate any of the arcane canisters 3 times per day. After the third use, it requires a long rest to recharge. I thought I added that to the ship's character sheet already. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Alright. Let's see. Stormbreaker. It's got its freezing breath. It's got its gold leaf. It's got its gold ore plating. Okay, so I will add the arcane cannon real quick. Oh, that didn't get imported. I have to go to D&D Beyond to get it. All right.
So while Crash is working on that, since Julian's going to go try and do some research, my thinking is trying to see what information can be dug up about the Kraken. Do we want to focus on the Kraken, the Fates, something else? Since Julian's taking the time. And Julian will, extend an invitation to Sibo if he wants to come along, but I have no idea what Sibo wants to get up to.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Sibo's actually using tiny servants to help out with all kinds of stuff. He's got 3 little
all kinds of stuff, huh?
Tiny centaurs that are like ponytars that run around helping out. So yeah, they'll come with us too.
Ponies? Oh.
Ponytar? What? Is there something weird about what I said? Did I?
In Skull and Shackles, we went to a place where they had pony-sized centaurs.
They're called Haponies.
Ponies.
They were the worst.
So what are the personalities of these tiny servants, or do they not have personalities?
Oh yeah, they're hold on, they have names and everything. I can get those for you. Nessa.
I have it in my head canon. They're like the brownies from Willow. They're just like loudmouth and obnoxious and just getting into all kinds of crazy shit. But they will listen to you.
One is very bookish. One's a bit of a tomboy. and the other one just kind of does what they want to do.
Mm.
I can't remember what I named my children.
You had him in
You put
chat.
it in chat somewhere.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, okay. Yeah,
All right.
I put them.
So I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
do each of these as a separate effect. So acid jet. Mm. Okay. Discharges a line of acid 300 feet long, 5 feet wide. Each creature DC 15 saving throw or 4d10 acid. A creature that fails the saving throw takes acid at the start of each of its turns. Jesus Christ. I pity anyone that messes with this ship. God damn. Alright. Let's see. So this is a saving throw. Range. It's like not a ton of damage, you know, but it's enough to kill sailors. Like 4d10, like that.
That's
then
a
if
lot
the-
of
Yeah,
sailors and soldiers up top.
yeah. All right. Yikes. Okay. All right. Does anyone else, while I'm building this out, with that hopefully we never even need, does anyone else have anything they need from Indigo Islands?
Maya wanted to go to the Twirtles and see if they had another tree in a bottle.
Another tree in a bottle. Okay. Let's see.
They make a tree in a bottle with a cutting of Thylea.
That'd be a good escape route. If we're in an area with no tree, throw the tree out, and then we can walk through it to get back to the ship. If, if Sibo's down, we can't, teleport.
Well, I can
Like-
only get.
Yeah, like,
one
ah,
of us
sorry,
in there.
dude. All we've got is this bush in a bottle.
Is it big enough for somebody to walk through? Then,
All right.
No.
Has anyone else got anything they're doing? So Julian and Sibo, you are going to the elves. Maya is going to the turtles. Oren, did you have anything planned?
Hmm. Let's see. I don't think we really have any loose ends on the Isles.
I mean, you could just do something that you think is fun.
Yeah, you could enjoy yourself.
Nah. He'll go and he'll go see how the goblins are
This
hanging.
is Orin we're talking about.
All right. All right, you're gonna go check in on the goblins. That's fine. All right. And Andronicos, what do you get up to?
Resort weekend with Halise and the Dragons.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And then also some beach volleyball with Typhon.
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right. So, I'll start with the bad news. They explained to you that that was the only tree in a bottle that they had. They can't even remember where they got it. It was one of those things that one day they had, and they thought it was cool, man. And then,
it was really
yeah.
cool.
And it felt like you were the right person to have it.
All right.
Yeah.
With that knowledge, then she'll go back and relax until the ship is ready.
Beautiful. Okay. All right. What about let's see. Okay,
I guess narratively, she'll actually go back and see if she can talk to the president and see if we can establish some kind of trade.
Oh,
thing
yeah,
with
yeah,
Meaning.
yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
diplomatic mission.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Orin. The Gerblins are having a hard time. They are eager to ask you for help and guidance about what to do.
Hmm.
There is a large tribe of intelligent gorillas that has been bullying them. When they went to the other tribes to ask for help, the other tribes told them that the gorillas were sweet and kind, and when representatives from the dwarves came, the gorillas put on a real big show of just being very sweet and nice to the goblins. But as soon as the dwarves left, the gorillas beat them up and told them snitches get stitches.
You want to insight the goblin story?
Okay, give me an insight. Oh yeah, you believe them 100%.
All right, well, we got to go and talk to these gorillas then.
Okay, so thus begins Oren's Gorilla Island arc. The details of which will never be discussed.
Is this another one shot with Oren that's in the backlog?
Oren one shot.
He gets back to the ship and he's got a single banana. He's got it's like a teardrop tattoo, but it's a banana right below his left eye.
All right, you may make one attack roll to determine how well the entire adventure went.
Is this where Oren learns how to use guerrilla tactics in combat?
Hey.
One attack roll, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced spell.
Nah. 21.
21. Okay. It is adequate. You resolve the issue, but you have nothing to show for it besides a sense of pride, having liberated the Gerblins from their gorilla oppressors.
Nice.
There was a lot of barrels and jumping.
Oren exchanges stories from the war with the goblins, and then he heads back to the Stormbreaker.
All right, fair enough. Okay, Maya, your diplomacy with President Rosethorn, all of it will be summed up by a single diplomatic persuasion roll.
Okay.
Listen, we spent a lot of time. We spent a long time on this fucking island, so we're just doing some skill checks to get the fuck out.
No,
okay?
I'm not complaining. I'm not
Oh,
complaining.
okay.
Now, Maya's like a very even-keeled queen, right?
I'm just hoping I'm okay. I'm just hoping I'm not messing up my kingdom.
There are any seasonal games going on here.
I mean, there are, but please don't ask. Please don't really ask that.
No, we're okay. We're just here for 2 days. 2 days.
All right, your persuasion of 20 is completely adequate. The only thing you have to show for it at the end is that you have reestablished positive trade between Themis and the Indigo Islands.
Okay.
Which is quite something, because there's a lot of bad blood, since the Amazons originally came from this area when they were like, the men suck, and they enslaved most of the men. So the people that live here, many of them are descendants of the men who fled captivity before the Amazons left.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So tentatively, and with a great deal of trepidation, they agree to reopen trade with the Isle of Themis. Success. All right. Whew. Andronikos, you don't have to make any rolls. You have an amazing time. You bury your dragon kids in the sand. They bury you in the sand. You have very hot, guilt-free sex with the priestess of the five, only crying a couple of times in each other's arms. So it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's the kind of movie that, like, Nick Cage used to make when he wanted people to be like, what a serious actor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It has, definitely has some Family Man vibes to it, for sure. Yeah. But, I mean, that shower scene, Tia Leone, oh my god.
Mhm.
Anyways.
Yep,
So,
I
yeah.
never liked Rolling Stones more than that moment right there.
Yeah, so, anyways, that's basically how your thing went. If you're a gambling man and you want to roll, you can. But it could greatly impact your entire life.
I'm good.
You just gonna take the win after your incredible speech at sea? I agree. All right. So the nerd duo over at Nerd Island.
Yeah.
All right. What are you trying to get done over here?
I mean, that's what I was trying to ask. Like, what information are we trying to get? Because I'm thinking, information on the Kraken. But if the group thinks differently, we could research something else.
I think Kraken's a good idea.
All right, we're researching the Kraken then.
Okay. Since two of you are both doing it, each of you may give me a roll. It would be history or religion.
I mean, I'm obviously doing history, so. Did I turn this off? I was
Because
playing
it's
around.
1/6 after the other history versus religion for me.
History incoming. That cannot be lower than a 10.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Julian. Unfortunately, they have a new sexy librarian working at the Elven
So
Library.
this is like a pretty epic fail on the skill check.
Yeah.
I will use magical guidance. Reroll.
Oh, okay. You can feel that this is going to be a big waste of everyone's time. You call upon your divine bloodline to try and write the course of history. Okay, yeah. So you ignore her advances and you really double down to focus on what you're doing. But honestly, the material is a bit outside of your ability to kind of process. How you basically just get information that everyone already has. Sidon created the Kraken. It showed up during the war 500 years ago. It destroyed the Colossus of Mitros, and it's just a fucking powerhouse. It's like it's a kaiju. It's a fucking kaiju. A magic using kaiju. It's crazy. Sibo, your check is really good. So hold on a second. Okay. We'll change out the music a little bit here. All right. So you learn a lot more about the Kraken, aka Tromocratus. Tromocratus was dreamed up by Sidon, and it is said to be the Stormlord's nightmares manifest in flesh. This creature is level 26. Sorry, that's literally what it says in the book. I don't know what that means, but it says level 26. It is a monstrosity, and this will be good news for Andronikos, who's already having a great weekend, a titan.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it up for level 26 Titan.
The creature has a number of insane attacks, could counterspell magic at will. With its Paragon action economy, that makes its ability to counteract spellcasters incredible. It is a siege monster with a spell-resistant carapace. That is to say that in addition to giving it magic resistance, spell attacks against it also have disadvantage. So not just like advantage to saving throws, but spell attacks against it are at disadvantage. This thing is a Mage Slayer. In fact, it has the Mage Slayer feat. It also has.
Does it have the base Mage Slayer feat, or does it have the World Patch?
Oh,
Mage
it has the
Slayer
World
feat?
Patch, baby. It has the
Ugh.
World Patch. Yeah. It is amorphous. So despite the fact that it is massive beyond comprehension, it can squeeze into very tiny spaces. The creature has a tail in addition to tentacles. When it attacks, it also has a weird crab pincer. It has a lot of weird parts. The creature can make all manner of attacks, tentacle attacks, bites, and all that kind of stuff. It is resistant to cold, lightning, and thunder. It is immune to fire and physical damage from weapons not in the +3 category, whatever that means, rendering it as powerful as a god. It is immune to charm and frighten, paralysis, and restraint. The creature is an expert at arcana and history,
Challenge accepted.
and the game of 20 squares. Let's see.
She said 20 squares. Oh, goodness.
Yes. Well, let's see. Is there anything else about it? Oh, it can create ink. It also swims faster than the Ultros sails. It has a swim speed of 120.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it is also said that the creature is an eternal, meaning that if it were ever killed, it would simply reform in time. Generally about 2 weeks.
Jesus, that's it.
Yeah.
Sounds like the hunt for the gym thing needs to be a smash and grab.
Or
Yeah.
negotiation.
Also, clearly,
The creature is also categorized as mythical, meaning that when it dies, it undies, and you have to fight it again.
Okay.
So its
See.
its HP bar just refills, and it gets new moves, and you have to keep fighting it.
This is where we changed the entire campaign to Mythic Odyssey of the Dragonlords.
However, the creature has, over time, accumulated a great amount of its own divine power. Some speculate that, given enough time, it could become more powerful than its creator. And there are many, particularly those who live near or upon or below the sea, who worship the creature as a god or as a warlock patron. He is called many things, including the Deep One.
So we have that in common. I get called that often.
There's also an illustration of him in there as well. Here we go.
If this is a creature of Sidon's nightmares, then he's clearly afraid of 20 squares. Julian, we got him.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah, there you go.
It's a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Oh, dear Lord.
And if his miniature had a size, it would be 20 by 20.
Sibo's hands are shaking as he's closing the book.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna need some acid resistance potions for this one, boys.
Yeah, we're going in.
So Crash, does 20 squares count as a tool?
Yes, technically, our gaming sets tools.
Squares?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
well,
gaming sets are gaming
have,
sets. Tools are tools.
Oh,
have
gaming sets are different than tools.
Yeah, they are. Arts and
damn.
tools, and then there's
Oh,
tools.
instruments are their own category. Gaming tools are their own category. Tools are their own category. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
It's okay. The 20 squares you were talking about was the size of the token. So.
Because it was like, if I can bullshit this, then my tool expertise applies to 20 squares. Nope.
Well, this sounds like a more of a
But hey, forewarned is forearmed.
Yes.
Yeah. So Sibo, you walk away from the book, and the scary music stops playing. You look out, and you see the elves enjoying their life in this tropical paradise.
Yeah.
I now regret having used that sorcery point not to, flirt with the the librarian.
The heavy orchestratable music just kind of fades out of the back. It's
Yeah.
replaced with the steel drums come back in.
I'm having
One tear of blood drips down his cheek.
I'm having
Ooh,
Arrakis, Edoras, and Antrix transcribe everything as well, so we can
All
take it
right.
back to that.
One of them passes out, bleeding profusely from the
Yeah.
ears and nose and eyes.
It's Arrakis.
yeah.
fucker, yeah.
He's
but-
always he's a lazy worker, you know.
Yeah. Wild card.
Oh man.
Okay. Good times. All right, so your time on the island comes to a close, and you guys are gonna plot a course to Themis now.
Yeah,
I
we're
believe
gonna
that
spend
was
there
correct.
to do the reinforced hull.
Maya is
I
gonna
guess
give it
before I
this-
leave, I will. Should we buy the two? How many bowls? Hero Feast bowls we want to buy?
3?
How many do we got right now?
All right, I'm increasing
One.
the HP of the fucking ship to 2,000.
Wait, I thought
Nice.
did we do the upgrades here?
Oh, wait,
or
we
did
haven't done that.
Oh, yeah, you haven't completed them yet. Yeah, shit might happen. My bad. Okay, I was so excited for you to have 2,000.
I mean, I want us to have
Yeah.
a shit ton of HP, but I don't think we've heard that.
Actually,
Okay.
speaking of HP, everybody, when we take a short rest or a long rest now, you get 9 temp HP. If that would be more
For-
than any temp HP you get. Yep.
That's for
Nice.
sleeping in the room with Sibo, right?
Yep.
Alright. I love our little sleepover, Sibo.
Realistically, do you guys actually all sleep together now to gain this benefit, or is it like before you disembark for an island you do it? Like,
It's
is
We
it
probably
just
really?
we take a
the
we just
night
power
before,
nap.
I feel like it's a night before sort of
What's the
thing.
radius? What's the radius on this ability?
That's fair. That's a good question. I'll confirm here. It says.
I think you have to hold hands or some shit.
Oh my god. Now that we're psychically linked, aren't we kind of always
you can
together?
See, any creature you can see at the end of a rest. Up to 5 creatures you can see.
Can you
at
just
the end of a
picture us in your
What if we
mind's
get a
eye?
painting of
No,
Sibo in all
no,
the
it-
rooms?
It's communal sleeping if you want the bennies. That's
So
the rules.
so what I do is
Oren will do it.
I cut open holes in the walls around my
I
room
was
so that I
gonna
can
say,
see where people sleep.
we remodel our cabin.
No,
like, our area,
no.
have
We just
Sibo's in
just
the middle,
all
and then
bunk in
windows,
Sibo's
all of
room
ours
the
around.
night
No,
before.
Sibo now has
would
a
say-
glory
I would
hole in
say-
each of your walls.
Oh
That
my
is,
my
some-
God.
that is somehow so much worse. That is somehow
Yeah.
so
It's
much
Well, yeah,
worse.
when
so
you-
much
I
worse.
would
It
say
is
the
so much
last
worse.
day-
Yeah, when
The
you come
last
by
day
to
of
put
our,
it
of our
true.
travel, we sleep together.
Okay.
No, I mean it can be a short rest too. We can just chill out before we take off, and we're good.
Oh,
to go.
it
So,
can
yeah.
be a short. But
Yeah.
you'd have to burn one of your 2 short rests for the day, though.
Oh, good point. That's point.
Yeah,
but-
Saying,
so-
the day before we
You have
disembark,
to-
we sleep together.
Yeah.
So sleepover party before disembarking is
Yeah.
is the routine. Okay, so at sea though, you would not have these benefits. It's
That
the
is-
first.
that-
Yeah.
Okay, it's the first day of going to shore.
Oren will
All right.
sleep in your room to get this benefit around the clock, if you'll allow him to.
What?
That's
Do you allow him to?
Yeah.
He'll set up a hammock in the corner.
You think
Listen,
Nessa and I are weirded out by it?
Going to be
Well, that's the
witness to.
problem. I want Orin to know that, like, Centaur culture, man, they'll take a shit on the floor in front of you. They're not ashamed of anything. Like, this little man's getting on a fucking step stool and humping this pony from behind,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
every night. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
he-
You just
I mean,
fall asleep
he's-
in your hammock? You're like, oh well.
I think most of the night he'd be like training or actually shit.
Is that what we're calling it?
Are you
Wait.
turning into Batman? Are you just like up?
Actually, yeah.
Nocturnal now.
Alright, yeah. Oren doesn't need to sleep anymore, so he just stops by.
Wait, what?
He just stops
when
by.
I wake up.
Yeah, he just stops by and like hangs out with you for 5 minutes before you get
Good
up.
morning, sweet prince.
He hands you like a
Yeah.
mug of coffee.
Done. I'm down.
All right,
Good.
I accept. I accept. I am defeated. I am defeated. All right. This game's weird.
It is.
Why are there so many fire jets on this ship? Did I not save my changes to them? Aw, that makes me sad. All right, I'm too distracted to build this, Dom. I'll have to build it later. So,
Yeah, I can do it for you. Is the description there?
yeah, I put the
Okay.
main golden cannon, and then it's got all these fucking alternates that you could do. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
I'll start doing it.
All right. Cool. I like started to build them out, but I don't think I was saving it, and I was looking for
Yeah, you get your do. I got it.
what we call this man around the house from our Magic the Gathering days is Trombonicus, but you do not call him Trombonicus. It makes him very upset. So that's what we used to call him around the
There's a
house.
story there that I want to know, but I don't think now's the time for that.
Just
Well,
to file it away for negotiations, Julian Trombonicus. If you really need to rile him up.
Did you hear what Sidon calls
yeah,
you?
in the margins it says never call him Trombonicus. For whatever
Oh,
reason.
man. Yeah, if we could somehow frame Sidon. Oh,
All right.
I don't know if Julie would be able to roll high enough to convince the Kraken.
He'd
of
have
this.
advantage though. He's a
Yeah,
godlike being.
it might be a weak spot with him too.
No, isn't
Maybe.
that only insights, not persuasions?
Yeah.
You'll be able to see how much it hurts him when you inside him.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, where is this?
So strong, Sigo.
I'm trying to do this. Doesn't roll lower thing, so I'm just fucking around with it right now.
All right. I'm sure there's a way or a mod that we could
Yeah.
use, but
I wanted to learn it. It feels sad.
I don't know. I'm getting real lazy. Pathfinder do everything for me. Hold my hands, make me a fucking sandwich. I mean, it's wild. It's wild. I target a player, I attack him. It just says, "Yeah, I hit. Here's the damage." I just move on with my life. It's incredible. I know you can set up that kind of automation in 5e, but we got so many weird, funky like homebrew
In order,
rules.
in order to
Yeah.
do that, we have to get MIDI, and I don't think anybody wants to do that.
Oh,
What? Have to get what?
Mini! No one says that name in this house. Anyways,
No, it's not working. I'll stop playing with it.
man.
We must leave it.
C10.
Because we don't allow politics to influence the way we do business on the server, we allow people that use MIDI to stay on the server, even though they're wrong.
Begrudgingly, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Walter Mitty was a good movie and book. Just saying, like.
I know. Well, listen. However
Yeah,
they
but
want
it
to.
was secret, a secret life.
Yeah.
I respect their lifestyle choice, but it does upset me when they really kind of put it out in everyone's face when they're like, "Hey, I use MIDI. Do you use MIDI? MIDI's the best, right?" It's like, guys, we don't. Do you really need to do that? I mean, have you thought about how dominant I feel about that? You know, like over here, we fucking still mourning the loss of Cub, and you're over here just talking about MIDI like it's no big deal. Like, does anybody care about what we sacrificed? Like, what we lost? No, no one.
Over
No
here
one
with
cares.
disowned mods and upgrade PTSD.
Pouring a 40 out right now for Cub. Poor baby. How are we ever gonna fucking dodge again? We're never gonna be able to dodge again. You're never gonna see your mini bounce around the screen anymore.
Let's do it manually now.
There's no more dodging. Like, I don't know what to do. Oh wait, it still works. Never mind. Anyway.
As long as we get, we're saved.
Wait, I thought they got rid of Cub.
No,
Oh, did they make
the
it a-
guys didn't do anything to upgrade it, but if it still works, it still works.
Oh, okay. I don't take back anything I said. Let's get sailing. All right. So.
Oh, man.
Famous.
We still
All
hate Mitch.
right. Ooh, only 3 days.
Yeah, with the
not bad.
golden ores, right?
Yes. So
Golden
3
ores
days.
and Maya.
1, 2, 3. And you guys are heading over to Themis. Okay. While you are sailing to Themis, let's see if anything exciting happens. Let's see. Nope, not that. Not that. I have so many documents open right now. Ah, here we go. Okay. Ooh. All right. Uh-oh. All right. So as you guys are sailing, you sail through that it's becoming increasingly familiar patch of sea where the ghosts of the sirens lost long ago in the apocalyptic destruction of their floating citadel still haunts the seas themselves. A mesmerizing song rises up on the winds, beckoning. Your sailors begin running to leap into the water.
Shit.
Oh,
All right.
no.
I feel like we should have like a bell for this now.
Right? All right. So, in the name of expediency, and because we've done this before, I will do a single round of challenges. You will need 3 successes and 2 or less failures to get to the other side of this one. You have dealt with this before, though. You know, some of the people on your ship have not dealt with it before. I'm going to set the DC of this challenge at a 20. So, let me know one at a time. What do you do to minimize casualties here?
What time of day is it?
Any failures at all will indicate that you lost some crew. Failing the challenge will represent a significant loss of crew.
What time of day does this happen?
What time of day? Great question. So, It happens on your first day at sea, and it happens at 7 p.m.
All right.
Do we care how many people I'm kidding.
Roughly, yes.
So I will start off. I'll cast silence, which
Okay.
I have as it's a ritual spell, but I can cast it as a 40-foot radius. I would try to target an area that would save the most amount of people before they jump off.
All right, this would be represented since resources will be easily renewed after the challenge, as an Arcana check. So you will be leveraging your skill with magic.
Okay.
How many spots are there that like the crew come up?
Oh,
Because if you put
technically-
like if you could drop like silence, on that stairwell or something, like they come up to the deck, like, oh, I don't hear.
Well, I mean, you have these giant ass oars that stick out the side of your boat, so they could just climb out through the fucking oar holes and shit. Yeah.
That roll can't be below 10, by the way.
Oh, I see that. Did you set it up properly, or did you actually just roll a 10?
I think I just rolled a 10. I don't think I was able to set it up correctly.
Okay. Well, you rolled a 10, so you got an 18.
Okay, is that a 6?
That's a
DC 20.
DC is a 20.
I will succeed at a cost.
All right. Okay. So I will apply this mixed up to your first day on shore, I think.
Yes.
Because it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like applying it at sea really matters.
Yeah.
So yeah. If this was multiple rounds and it would impact the future rounds, then maybe. But yeah, we'll go ahead and have that affect you when you get to shore.
Deal.
All right. Then, who's next? We have one success with a mixed up SIBO at your destination.
I need the 3
Okay.
success, right? 3 before 3.
You want by the
Yeah.
end of all 5 of you going, you want 3 successes and
Okay.
2 or less
Yeah,
failures.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do I have here? Okay. I guess what I will try and do is I guess what I'll try and do is summon my draconic spirit and see if we can work together. Like if people are jumping off, like fly down and catch them and bring back up as many people as we can as this is going on. I don't really have anything else prepared that I could use to block people from jumping. So.
Okay. So this is also using magic to solve problems?
Yeah.
Would
Would this be diminishing returns?
No, I wouldn't say, since we're only doing 1 round, we won't do a diminishing return on it.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be an Arcana then, because it is technically you're using magic. But
Would
you
it
are a
be-
divine caster, so maybe it should be religion. Let's go with religion.
Yeah, it's still intelligence. Dang it. Okay. All right. We'll see.
Well, I mean, you're thinking of ways to use your magic effectively. That feels like intelligence. I mean,
Yeah, I was hoping
Yeah.
for wisdom, but okay, we'll go.
Alright.
Yeah. Here you go.
I'm surprised you just didn't go with perception, like watching their routes and pointing them out to other people. But either way, you crushed it. So there you go.
All
All right. Okay, that's 2 successes. Oren, what do you got?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, I guess I should switch to Siren Song. Hold on.
So we're not doing diminishing returns on magic?
No, this one you guys could repeat the same checks if you want, because we're only doing a single round.
Okay. Actually, no. We'll just stick to Oren will use a perception to try and like suss out where everybody's running, shouting, trying to coordinate with people that have staved off the sirens song, coordinate with them to rust, like kind of set up choke points along the like corridors of the ship to minimize the amount of people that are able to even get out up on deck.
Mm-hmm.
Like as soon as they hear the song, Orin, if he's on deck, would run to like one of the bulkheads and try to secure it.
Okay.
Can I do that with a perception?
Yes.
All right. Does anybody care if I use a fan spell on this?
It's good.
You got one from Scott. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right.
Okay. It's a good thing that you used that
Ooh,
inspiration.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, because this one we're actually gonna be losing people. So
All right. So unless the next two people both critically fail, you've got this. Andronicos?
I say on that note, it's my turn. I mean, I kind of want to use my new intrusive thoughts reaction.
Okay.
Flavor-wise, to basically whenever someone wants to run off the side, I just make them die instead.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how we could
So I
mechanically
guess
make this
it-
a skill thing. I feel
I
this is
guess people
persuasion,
like,
probably.
yeah, like a persuasion or.
Yeah. 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 Incredible.
You're just like, hey. Oh my god,
Yeah.
no! Go ahead and jump. Oh no.
Oh damn!
It's like his intrusive thoughts are what's going into their heads. He's thinking, "I never liked you anyway. Go and jump. Call me a
Yeah,
pussy."
one of
Buzzing with Julian.
the sailors rushes up to you. He grabs hold of each of your forearms, and he stares directly into your face. He says, "I will find your family. They are beneath the waves." And he leaps off the ship. Okay, Julian. No pressure. You guys.
It's
So-
tough.
Being all
It's
over
tough.
again.
I would like to try and use Featherfall, the combination
Okay.
of Featherfall and barrels, like to slow people's fall as they're
Mhm.
diving off the ship, so they don't take
Okay.
damage from hitting the water.
Where do the
and then,
barrels
like,
come in?
Buoyancy, like that way
Oh,
they aren't
okay.
like realize they hit the water and then they're like, "Oh no, what am I doing?" And then they drown, because I don't feel like everyone swims.
Okay. Okay. It feels like Arcana. So go ahead and give me Arcana to show that you are a master of magic.
Okay. Should I use a fan spell, guys?
I'd say yes.
All right. I will use a fan
Yeah.
inspiration to roll with advantage.
I updated it.
Ooh. All right. Success.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And if that didn't work, then I was like, I'll use my Facspiration to add on.
All right. Sadly, you lost 20 crew to that. But it could have been much worse. So
Is that 20 general crew, or how many of that is the cursed centaurs?
I believe the centaurs we discussed, they were big and strong, and they counted as, I want to say,
Each one counted as 2 persons, I think.
2. Yeah. So we'll do a mix. We'll say it was 10 non-centaurs and 10 centaurs.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
That's a big hit,
Wouldn't it be
then.
5 centaurs?
Wait.
then, if you're counting as two?
Hold on. I don't think centaurs could be affected by the song. Actually, hold on. Because they are fey. So let me double check. No, it only affects humanoids and giants.
They're fey.
Yep. So you lose 20 human crew.
This just reinforces the centaurs' sentiments. Like, we're sort of weaklings.
Yeah.
It's what they're kind of
They're
bullies.
feeling really good about themselves because they went from being like the weakest people to being like pretty fucking strong.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now they're
like,
just bullies. Oh man.
like when SpongeBob got the anchor arms and he turned into a fucking douche. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Sorry,
man.
everything in my life is explained through SpongeBob cartoons.
As it should be.
In the post-apocalypse, I'm gonna start a church of SpongeBob. That's gonna be my whole mantra. Is like the sponge taught us everything we need to know, and everything we need to live.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty
then-
sure it'll either be bottle caps or memes as the currency. So
Yeah, in Patrick's name we pray, amen. Like it's gonna be. I got a whole. Anyways, you'll find out, or I hope you don't. But all right. So, congratulations.
Would it be amen, or would is amen the equivalent of the SpongeBob laugh? Like everyone tries to mimic.
Oh yeah,
everyone.
yeah. Oh my God! Imagine a whole post-apocalyptic church, and then just everyone does a SpongeBob laugh at the
In
end
Patrick's
of the.
name we pray.
No, they're gonna say, "I'm ready."
Oh my God! Yeah, is everyone
I'm
ready
ready.
for salvation? We're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh
I'm ready.
man, I'm ready.
I can hear you.
I'm ready. Oh wow, incredible. I know what mod I'm going to make for Fallout 5. Yeah. All right. Anyways, you guys have arrived at Themis. Congratulations. So Queen Maya, tell us how things go.
All right. So we show up. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be asking us if we finished our task and have gotten the chakram from the Nether Seas. I'm gonna say no. We are upgrading the ship now so that we can head to the Nether Seas and get it. We need a dry dock. Can you prepare one for us for the Trost? And then once we get there, I'll probably take some time to just go and get informed on how things are on Themis. Well, I guess Julian and Thibaut and everybody else takes care of getting the ship done.
Okay, so
Nice.
your time here will be spent being a queen.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. What besides the hull did you want to get anything else done?
I think the Everfull sails, right?
Is that
I think so.
Because we ever still sell?
Yeah,
think
'cause
that
it's another
would
way
be a
to
solid
reduce
one.
the added on time that we have.
Okay. You start this up.
I feel like Andronicus would have continued his beating on Julian.
I mean, this is the most downtime I think any group's been able to have ever. My God, potentially 8 weeks, but I guess if you're having your experts work on it, it would go faster. So
Yeah,
see.
Julian will participate just to get away from Andronicus and the beatings with the lads.
Hey, you got an afternoon, right? After when you're not working on the boat, come on. I feel like Andronicus runs night classes, right?
Oh damn.
I feel like Orn will seek out Julian. It was like, Julian, come on.
I heard
Time to go train.
we're training today because we train every day, Julian.
All right, Maya, it's your island. Give me a D4.
All right.
Ooh, okay. And give me another D4 for the other project. Okay. So there's no weeks in Thylea, so I gotta figure out the best way to calculate this. I might just do 10 days like they do in Forgotten Realms. Cause
Wasn't that
yeah.
what we were doing anyway?
Yeah. I think that is what we've been doing when we do weeks. So that's 50 days, and then I get a calculator here. 50 divided by 3 would be roughly 17 days. All right, so 17 days of downtime to get these upgrades done, and 30,000 drachmae later. All right, so whoever's tracking that drachmae, I don't know how it makes you feel, but delete 30,000 of it.
I've been throwing it into treasure.
Sibo grabs his chest.
Yeah.
So
his chest starts to glow with an inner light. Okay, so let's see. I gotta advance. I already advanced it 3 days to get you here. Okay.
with that spent, we'll just have 1,250 drachmae left from just everything we got from Midas as well.
Woof. All right.
Sounds
That includes
good.
that includes the 2,000 spent on shore leave for the crew.
What sort of resistance potions do they have available at Themis?
But you're getting the ever full sails, increasing the speed of the ship to 60.
Yep. Yeah, minus.
Okay.
I think it was also minus 1d2.
Minus 1d2 for travel time also.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, I will add those to your ship.
Nice. That's gonna be really good because
Now,
it's
if
gonna be really
Julian's
important really
helping
quick.
out with the modifications, would he also be able to take night classes?
I mean, you
If
guys.
the answer is no, that's fine. It's more of a
Yeah.
joke than anything else.
I think that this would be good for you and your class identity to really dig deep and do this project. You know,
All right.
like you're training under one of the greatest craftsmen in history. So this is a great opportunity. I think that the work would leave you too tired for any meaningful gains the rest of the time.
I'm sorry, Oren, but I know you want to drag me off to Lance training, but I just don't have it in me.
Because Julian, the night classes are still going to take place. You just need to make sure that you get something out of it. We might have to run them for twice as long, but I think it's still worth doing.
I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, I want to continue training with the Lance, but I mean, it just takes so much out of me. I'm so focused on the modifications and the upgrades during the day. I've just tapped out.
Be a good way to clear your mind. You know what? That's fine. I'll just come by for the morning session then.
So you'll help with the work.
No, before you go to work, the morning training session.
Oh God.
All right, so we got those guys installed. Let's get that fat ass hull. Let's see, reinforced hull.
So the training sessions, they'll take place one way or another. On your lunch break, you just won't get anything out of it.
Julian's just ruined by the time he's done here in Themis.
That's fair. Yeah, I can see that.
You had 2 days off at the Indigo Isles. What more could you want, Julian?
All right, beautiful.
Some of
Wow.
us need to sleep, Oren.
I'm really proud of you guys. I don't mean to bring them up, but Prime never upgraded their ship. So, I mean,
What?
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, so this is kind of nice.
gross.
Nice to see some care, some love. You know what I'm saying? Like some, yeah, that's good. All right. Okay, that settles that.
Yeah, now the
Everyone to
planning
the war
session.
room.
Yeah,
It's 3 a.m. I've had a brainstorm. Come on.
that could be literally anytime he gets inspiration, he'll pull you in.
All right, so I'm gonna advance it 16 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 10th day. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, 11, 12, 13,
That's
14,
not ominous.
15, 16. Okay.
What happened on the 10th day? Mitros was destroyed.
So, anyways,
Oh shit, Mitros was destroyed. He's not denying it.
no, guys, just focus on the game. Okay, what you know what happened? It was the Caledone. Yep, the Caledone showed up. Oops, I just grabbed the whole thing. Anyways, she shows up for delivery and receipt of anything.
Yeah, I forgot we transformed the Caledone from a pelican-looking thing to a.
Oh
No,
well,
it goes-
it has two forms. Transformer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I believe we.
This is the form that she assumes to not frighten people.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Pelicans are very scary to some people.
When we when the lions turned on us,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't harvest anything from them, right?
I don't recall you guys harvesting anything from.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think we
I think
harvested
so.
anything from them.
We didn't have time because we
Yeah, you
kinda
rolled
fucked
you
them
rolled
up.
in. Yeah, you rolled in on the boss, and then you rolled the hell out, and then everything sunk into the the quickstandage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we harnessed this stuff off the ram because that was the main concern.
Got to take
Yeah.
the price.
We fucked them up because they were trying to like get at the Heartstone, and we did not want them to lose that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Okay.
their Rocky Mountain oysters are lost to the sands of time.
Mm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I mean,
Say, if we did,
we
we
focus
can get
fired
you
on their
another-
balls, so yeah.
Yeah. As I say, if we had another one, we can send it over and see if we can get you back your armor, Julian. But
It's fine.
oh, okay. Hey, I
All
don't
right.
think we have anything to send to the Caledonian.
Does
Um,
anybody
Probably send in
want?
the ruined golden ram fleece just to see if he can make anything like small out of whatever salvageable bits there are. But I think the horn, the heart, and the hooves we all have a plan for.
Yeah, I mean, what weren't you gonna have Stavros like put the
Yeah.
horns on a dagger or something?
Yeah, at Steros do that, just so we could
Stavros,
have
excuse me.
one more
Stavros, wrong guy.
damage type to choose from.
Well,
Sir,
why
this
do it
one
on
says
a why do
dagger.
it on a dagger? Do like on a short sword or something.
Don't worry, I got a reason for the dagger.
All right.
But the dagger is good because it's anybody can use a dagger, and
Fair,
it'll still work
fair.
pretty well
Yeah,
for one.
that's true.
Okay. Well, I feel like in between. No, I think Orin would have been a brutal taskmaster. So now that this is all done, what do we want to do next?
So we have two things, like I guess major pressing things is either we stay above water and we go to Hexia and deal with Hexia and then maybe deal with the Kraken, or we head to the Nether Seas and try and do everything we need to do in the Nether Seas. The only thing left after that will be Praxis.
Or third option, are we ready for
Or
the
fates.
fates?
Oh, also, I need each of you to roll a d20 for me to
No
determine what interesting thing happened to you during
Prepare
your.
yourself for 01.
Okay.
This roll can't be below a 10.
Is that
Well,
a?
you
I
don't
don't know if
sound
you
so
want to.
confident of that.
I don't know if you
Alright.
want to invoke that.
Yeah.
Weird flex. Weird flex.
Yeah.
Amazingly, each of you got a different number. That's cool. Okay. All right. Apparently, Debo, there was not enough siren on your way here. So, during your time, you are actually called upon by Maya, Queen of the Amazons. There is an issue with a tribe of sirens who lives on Themis, but refuses to stop their ancient custom of cannibalizing men.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, knowing that you are well versed in cannibalism and that Julian has that on his triggers list, she has tapped you for this diplomatic mission.
Okay.
All right. So how do you tell us how it played out? There. What did you do? These are to call them sirens is very generous. They're definitely harpies
Okay.
because they have given into the baser, more monstrous instincts of their nature and thus manifested the curse of the harpy. These ladies they revel in the consumption of male flesh, and they do not like the new policies placed down by the queen, and they wish that things were like they were before, when they were encouraged by the former queen to hunt and devour any males caught unattended.
They're out of work,
and,
basically.
and how many are there?
How many are there? Oh, this is a tribe of about 30 individuals.
Okay.
They have a bad habit of eating each other when pickings are slim.
Sounds like a self-solving problem there.
Yeah.
All right.
Amongst the babies, the male babies are fed to the female babies to teach them cannibalism from a young age.
How are they procreating then?
Also, I suppose we should check with Queen Maya. Queen Maya, what are you hoping is the outcome
Yeah.
of this situation?
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
Yeah, what are the
Kind of
what are the
sympathizing about how
guidelines?
people think.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. What is the guidelines for Lord Sibo?
You hear this, you're like,
Uh,
Sibo is the one to take. I know
I
just
like-
I know just the
I don't
guy.
know, this is kind of I guess I don't. Maya's best case is that she would want them to stop doing what they're doing. But if they're like into like if they're like straight up harpy already, like if they're has it been
Yeah, I mean,
I guess she
the
would ask
women,
around.
the
Is there
women of
still
the women of the island call them sirens, out of respect for the position they used to hold,
Mhm.
which in a way they were almost like the Furies of the former queen. Like if you
Mhm.
were an unattended male or a male trying to escape captivity, like you would always look to the skies in case these winged women would swoop down to devour you.
So I think what Maya would if it would do, and
Mhm.
being in a position as a queen and wanting to make sure because she knows that she likes having the hyena tribe, and the hyena tribe likes to hunt, and
Yeah.
so there's the issue here. And I think what she would actually want to do is have the hyena tribe have something they could hunt, and that be those harpies.
Okay, so in that case,
So that would be help. And see, I guess I'll have Sibo.
our Jesus has determined that Sibo is the champion for this
All right.
cause.
So
Okay,
Sibo is working with the hyena
Okay.
tribe to hunt these
All right,
these
fair enough. So
harpies.
that's your mission, Sibo. So
okay,
Sibo,
alright,
you may assemble a team of 4 B team members to take with you.
okay.
And then how does it play out? What's the goal? Like how do you do it?
I want my best fighters. I want my
Okay.
Georgos, of course.
Okay.
So then, no, I want my best fighters, and then we're just gonna go. We're just
So
gonna go
Blazing Ben for sure.
Blazing Ben,
Okay.
Hermione,
Stuns them out of the skies. Okay.
Chandras.
Okay.
I mean,
Big-
so you can bring Samurai.
Sure, you want to bring Falana?
Yeah,
Challenges and Zamrox are like Zamrox is like, huh? It's like, why are we on this mission? All right.
Trust
Right.
him. Trust the process.
yeah, and then so I need these fine people to make
Yeah,
sure
that's,
that
that's your team. That's
that's
the
my
team that
team.
you assembled.
I think
Okay.
I think you get
Yeah.
one more because Chandras and Zamorax are a package
No,
deal.
he gets
No, I
he
get
gets
4.
he gets 4. He gets 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
I got you.
he's making his own adventuring party essentially.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So
this
there's
is
another
amazing.
hidden one shot.
It's
All
only
right.
one shot. And then I mean what it's basically gonna be is these fine people here ensuring that the harpies don't get past the front lines. These are my backline protectors.
Got it. Okay.
With the intelligence and the control. And
Mhm.
then I'm going to use polymorph on
Okay.
myself to turn myself into a giant ape, and we're just gonna fight some bitches.
Okay.
Oh my god, chosen the
give-
removal.
Give me an Arcana check to determine the success of this mission.
Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, this cannot be below a 10.
Okay.
Solid extra D20.
All right.
On a
So
roll of one.
you got a 23, which is respectable. You
Okay.
accomplished the mission to Queen Maya's standards.
Perfect.
But it was not so successful that you have anything to show for it other than the pleasure and the admiration of Queen Maya.
Yeah, I think that's good enough for me. That works.
All right, beautiful.
Unless I'm close enough to succeed at a
I mean, technically, wouldn't you have been mixed up on this mission? I don't know.
That's true. That's true. You're right. That's right. Okay.
What day was this happen? Did it happen on?
It's all so ephemeral. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So basically, I got an 18.
Okay, so 18 was like a messy success.
That 18 is also not a 7.
Oh, that's true.
True.
That's true. So that would have been a
21.
21, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you got an admirable
Easy.
success. Yeah, you did the
Okay.
job. Yep.
All right.
All right.
sweet.
So that's why you knew he'd be perfect for the job because he
Yeah,
couldn't fail.
exactly. Couldn't
Yep.
fail. Yeah.
Yeah. What a wise queen. Oh my god.
So great. Huh?
All right.
Why,
So
why beyond my own knowing?
She
Orange,
trusted her gut.
during your time in Themis, your very long 16 days in Themis, you trigger the event Amazonian Artistry. You have an opportunity to participate in traditional Amazonian crafts such as pottery, weaving, and sculpting.
Weaving.
This is
This is-
amazing.
This is part of their affirmative action plan that Queen Maya has put into play, that men are also allowed to learn how to do things.
Nice.
To show everyone that, you know, she fully supports this initiative. She has selected the best candidate from among all of her friends, Oren, to partake in this arts and crafts program.
Or it's like, so you're telling me
Maya-
you
Maya,
take this
what's the-
rope and you make a bag out of it.
Maya,
So
what are your
what-
expectations, Queen Maya, of Oren for this mission?
So the actual crafts thing here is actually because you know our sailing hasn't been the best. Like we're trying to get back into there. It's about the rope work of setting up sails and stuff like that. That's what I have Oren. That's why I chose Oren.
You don't like the
Okay.
knots I tie then?
All right, beautiful. Oren, this is a rope challenge. So sleight of hand will determine your success.
All right.
Well, if he's demonstrating, he can use his +2 rope to do it, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Do you turn your +2 rope from the gods into a basket?
You can always
Hmm.
unravel it.
I guess he would use it to practice with.
Okay, all right.
So he'd like kind of practice the knots and different techniques on the +2, but it's magic, so I assume you can unwind it and like reuse it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he'll do, yeah. All right. Trying to think if I got any other bonuses I can throw on this. I think that's about all I got. All right. Sleight of hand. And then this will have a +2 on it, but I didn't add it.
Okay. Is this with advantage or straight roll?
Straight roll.
Okay. Okay. The women of Themis. The
fuck.
women of Themis
Oh,
take.
it's a 16. I'll double succeed at a cost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Since we're in timeless mode, this will. Oh my god!
I'm
Alright.
fucking tying them nuts.
All right, since this is happening in the timelessness of downtime, we will have to have this essentially keep going until after, you know, a meaningful long rest. So you're gonna start the next whatever, fucking exhausted. But that's fine,
It's
because
worth it.
who knows where your next is going. All right. At first, the women of Themis are haughty, and they watch you struggle to understand their ancient and esoteric rope techniques. I'll just leave that open-ended. But you rise to the challenge, and using Vulcan's rope, you are able to not only learn their techniques, but show them some techniques of your own. You do not complete the job in a way that would garner any true rewards, but it does rise to Queen Maya's expectations.
Nice. Like it wasn't gonna be a great job, but he'll really fucking try.
Oren, you've done a lot in your life, including bounty hunt for the god of the dead, but nothing has pushed you as hard as learning to do ropes with Amazons.
Yeah, I might take you to the side for a bit and says like, you know, I probably would have asked Julian to do this, but he's working on the ship. So
I'm glad you came
thanks
to
for
me.
doing this, Oren.
Okay.
I knew you had it in you.
Andronikos. Andronikos, there is a ghostly haunting. There's a restless spirit that seeks your help to find the truth behind its untimely demise.
It's the ghost of Steve Harvey.
You must go on a ghostly investigation. Please assemble a party of available B team members. You can't take the 4 strongest ones that were taken by Sivo, but you can take any other 4 to go on your paranormal investigation.
You're looking for the strongest. Testicles is available.
Ooh, all right. Paranormal investigation team.
Oh my god.
Well, we got Spensicus to join us, right? He's
I feel like
We couldn't
I
afford
don't
it.
think we ever actually did get Spensicus to join.
We did not.
I feel like if we had like the viewership that you guys as Star Role players truly deserve, we could like do a charity event where these one shots are like the prize for like Extra Life or whatever, and just make so much money for charity. Like Andronicos' spooky investigation one shot. Stevo's like hunting down this these cannibal harpies one shot. Ah man. Anyways, who's the
Pretty
team name
nice.
symbol? I'm gonna assume that Telemachus was with Orin because he succeeded at
Oh yeah,
Telemachus.
I did bring
we'll say
Telemachus.
Okay.
Telemachus was also the affirmative action
Well,
recipient.
I guess you want Moxena. That way you're resistant to petrification, because that's what like ghosts do. They scare you and shit.
Okay. I mean, Moxena will help you.
Okay, a lot of times ghosts are tied to their like material possessions. So I'm gonna bring Pedios in case someone else has that material possession at this
I
point.
like it.
Okay. All right. Pedios is here for you.
So Pedios, let's see. I'll bring Nessa so that I don't get swarmed by other angry ghosts.
Okay. Fair
Oh
enough.
my
I'm
God.
doing this.
She will soothe their angry spirits.
Shit. And then I mean, I feel like to keep up with the theme of Andronicus, I need to bring two of the animals that we have because he's just a Pokemon trainer. So I'll bring
Are you bringing your girlfriend, or are you keeping her safe?
All right.
I mean,
Say
she's
no
a
more. Say no
priestess.
more, fam. Crusher's here. Wait, was that
No,
not?
I was gonna bring. Oh no, wait, he's a goblin now. I forgot. No, wait, what did Claxmus get?
He turned into an owl.
He's been reincarnated once. Okay,
Owlin.
so he's an owl right now. Yeah, sure, we'll bring him for his perception.
Okay.
At least say, priestess of the five gods, a cleric hears you're going hunting ghosts and sees you heading out.
Your fucking cleric girlfriend finds out you're going on a ghost investigation, and you brought Tits McGee, a bear, a crab who's now an owl, and Pedios. Understandable why you would take Pedios. She spends the next 2 days crying because of this rejection.
It's alright. She can't see anything because her mascara's in her eyes now anyway.
Oh my god.
It's a roller coaster ride. She's just in a real abusive relationship, honestly.
Emotionally abusive.
Yeah. All right.
Show me a cleric who isn't.
Yeah. All right. Corinna also feels left out. She's definitely wanted to hunt ghosts with you, so that's fine.
I guess.
All right.
I guess.
Well,
I
if people
told.
make their preferences known, they get to come for sure.
Crusher
Well,
explains that bears have the strongest olfactory senses of all land mammals, and they can even smell ghosts.
Perfect. I mean, like that's always the joke when the
Blacksmith just
cats
says,
are-
"I'm just happy to be here." You know, this is cool. I feel included.
I think when Crusher goes, Smasher also goes, right? Because they're like a package deal.
That's true. They are packaged.
Oh God, you take two bears with you, but not
God.
your
One's
cleric girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hope ghosts have not learned how to possess beasts.
I mean, we have the greatest thief and a really good pirate, maybe.
All right. Unless you can argue for something different, this is a religion challenge.
God, take the shit from Elise. Poor Elise.
I mean, you could argue animal handling. Considering
It's the same reason why I never bring my dragons, because I don't want them to get hurt. Like,
All right.
Fuck, really? I mean, shit.
How else would you deal with the ghosts? I mean, you gotta, yeah. You're a paladin. All right, so Queen Maya's not even involved in this. The ghosts came to you for help.
So, like, a lot of rituals and stuff. They're all very, like, specific, and almost performative, you might say. So I feel like I should be able to use a performance check for this.
Nice.
I mean, you could do a performance check to like fool the others into thinking you solved the case. The unsatisfied ghost will just follow you around for the rest of the campaign.
No, I'd rather not have that.
All right, give me a D10 real quick. Give me a D10 real quick. I see. All right.
5 ghosts.
The reason the ghost needs your help is that it possesses knowledge of the location of a powerful relic that is needed to aid its descendants in the months that are to come. It followed your vibes as a champion of the 5 gods. It knows that you're the right person for the job. So, since this is essentially seeking out and going on an adventure, you could try to bullshit a adventure skill instead of religion.
What's an adventure?
I don't know, like beating up monsters, surviving
Ah.
traps, like yeah.
Okay. In that case, we'll go with endurance and uncovering hidden things and
Hell
digging
yeah,
up
give
stuff.
me a Constitution save.
All right.
Running from
This is
rolling
gonna show that
boulders.
that you could endure this Indiana Jones Amazon ghosted. Holy shit!
Nice.
All right. Not only are you able to do this successfully, you retrieve the item in question, and deliver it to the person's descendants. It is a tablet that contains a recipe. The recipe for rations that will help the Themis army in the war that is to come. But while you are in the dungeon, you also found some treasure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let me grab the treasure deck.
The friendship of Crusher and Smasher along the way.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that is a treasure all by itself for sure.
We just have them like bear cannon us over any like pitfall traps. Like they just fucking throw us.
Their adopted third brother, Claximus, the Ohlen.
I'm actually a little curious how the whole adventure went down because it sounds pretty fucking cool. But
There's a lot of interpersonal conflict that you think they're not going to finish it up, and then PDO shows up with the artifact at the end.
I got traps. I got treasure. Where's the treasure deck for this level? Oh no.
Oh, Andronicus, were you looking for these the whole time?
Yeah, you think you got it in your back pocket. It's not there.
I went there and came back like hours ago.
How could you do a treasure adventure with Pedios and not get treasure? I guess is the real question. Okay.
He got treasure.
You did that great.
Question is,
That's how you got your
So
treasure.
like the whole
All
time, Andronicus is just encouraging the rekindling of the feelings of brotherhood between Crasher and Smasher.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
then he's helping Claximus come to terms with his current animal form. And then Nessa's there like in her counselor role, helping him do all this, and then like they don't really make very much progress, a la Curse of Strahd this morning. And and then in the end, yeah, PTOS just shows up with the, oh yes, here's the thing you wanted.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Give me a D12 to find out what additional treasures you discovered on your adventures together.
Oh, and hey, Andy, could you let me talk?
Oh shit. Okay. During your adventures, you find a full set of armor made from dragon scales.
Oh shit.
Used by the ancient Dragonlords themselves. Oh wow.
We went back to the fucking prison.
Fang. Yeah, Fang.
All right, so this is dragon scale mail. Nice. This very rare scale mail armor requires attunement. While wearing this armor, you get a +1 to your AC and advantage on saves against frightful presence and breath weapons of dragons, and resistance to the damage type of the dragon who provided the scales. Additionally, you can focus on and sense, oh my god, dragons within 30 miles of you. That's pretty cool. All right.
I mean, at sea, that would be kind of key. Like,
Yeah.
they're not sneaking up on you.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
thought it
cool.
would be like a normal 5e item where it's like 30 feet or.
Dragons of the type that the armor is made out of you will have disadvantage to interact with them.
That makes sense.
All right, so go ahead and give me a D10.
or dragon type. Oh, are we gonna throw in Gym Dragon? Should I roll a D13 or something?
Ooh, dope. It is red dragon.
Ooh.
Nice.
Scale. Oh, that's pretty cool. All
Gotta
right,
wear that to talk with Hexia.
I will add it to your sheet.
Nice.
Okay.
Andronic goes back wearing the artifact.
Well, no.
That's
The
the
artifact, the
artifact.
ghost was
Oh
looking
yeah, the
for
artifact was the
ancient.
tablet for the
Yeah, the
and
ancient tablets. Yeah, you just happened to find
rations.
this along the way. Maybe a Dragonlord of old sought out the tablets for themselves and died in the attempt. One of the Dragonlords that actually died for real.
Dang, he didn't have any fate points saved up.
No,
So.
the
Yeah,
ghost
right?
was actually the dead Dragonborn.
Oh
Or the
shit!
dead Dragon Lord.
Of course it was.
Because
All
they
right.
can't just disappear. No.
Yeah. No, they're like fucking Jedi, man. There's no putting them down. All right. So Julian, even though you're working hard, there's no escape for you. You're
Apparently
also
not.
Your third thing.
you're also roped into some shit. So during your very limited amount of downtime, a local priestess, more beautiful than any woman you've ever met, more vulnerable in her eyes than any maiden you've bedded, comes to you for help. And she says, even though you are a man, I have heard of your legend, and I have heard of Julia. I have started a temple to the Lotus Witch, but it has been beset by monsters. In a dream, the Lotus Witch told me to seek you out, and you would champion my cause, and rid the temple of these foul beasts. Will you help me, Julian, who was Julia of Mitros?
But of course.
All
Who
right.
needs sleep anyway?
Fuck yeah. Please assemble a party of the remaining B team.
Jeez, who do I have?
Elisa and Corinna.
I mean, those are bad choices.
You've got a lot of B team members. The whole fucking document.
Your fiance
Yeah, there's
or your
Fred.
fiance's sister is
Oh
there.
god. Oh god.
You're not Cred. Cred would
The
love to
entire
punch
time
some
they're like, who's
monsters.
this hot priestess you've been talking to?
Alana, don't get her killed, but she's available.
Yala.
Sorry, I was opening up the
Mhm.
B team document.
No worries.
Think Hagnon Longaxe. That guy's an OG.
Testicles?
Yeah, Testicles. This could be his time to shine.
Oh, that's right. No, that he was just claimed as a joke. Well, if we're hunting monsters, I feel like Corinna and Elise would be good ads.
Okay, sure. Yeah, they'll go with you.
And Yala.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah, Yala.
Instantly delete somebody.
Am I told what kind of creatures have like taken over this temple?
Yes, they are slime monsters.
You know what this would be a good time for, Julian? Some mommy son bonding time.
You're bringing the bad bee crew here. Jeez.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Elisa has some frustrations to take out.
Why? Whoa, Andronicus, let me come on! Avengers is just beating a slime monster to death.
Yeah, they are described as viscous and oily black slime monsters that seem to keep rapidly propagating and have taken over the temple. They cannot speak of the lewd acts that were performed upon the Lotus Witch's priestesses before everyone was saved and fled from the facility. When they think of it, they blush and make a ooh face. They cannot go back until it is cleansed of its evil.
You want to bring a couple of mops as well, I guess.
Apparently. Yeah. I think.
You recall something like this happening before, during your apprenticeship. The Lotus Witch is a big fan of black puddings, but she doesn't always throw the container away when she's done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Yala, Helise, Corinna, and I'll bring Mum along as well.
All right.
And we'll channel some bad bee energy on this.
She says, "Fuck yeah, Mom's coming off the bench. Woo, ladies! All right."
And
So,
Julian will
Did you
seek
hear-
out bicycles.
Did you guys hear about how Andronikos
is hunting ghosts. He took 2 fucking bears with him, and he didn't take his priest girlfriend. That's crazy, right?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Halise starts crying again. So
Yeah, I heard he took that that crab that's turned into an owlet.
yeah, Yala puts her arm around Halise and says, "You don't need a man. You are enough." And Halise blushes. And they go off on an adventure together.
Oh, it's Mr. Steal Your Titan.
All right. So, this adventure, obviously, you don't want to use magic against black puddings, for the most part. But how would you tackle this?
I mean, I've got my
And
spear. I mean, we've all got mundane
black
weapons.
puddings. Look at the frame, boys. Black puddings really are in this
Narcissistic.
campaign.
Oh no.
I think we would, Kyra would be would support us with some like montage music, and we're just like hacking and slashing and like
Oh hell
making
yeah!
our way
Okay,
through.
give me a spell attack to sum up how the entire adventure went.
Okay.
Good narcissistic black pudding.
Yeah, this pudding's a little full of itself.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not
ooze.
saying that if you take a Gorgos, it would have been an instant win, but I mean, he is a hungry boy. All right, that's very good. A 24, one might say, is so close to overachieving, but a 20 is more than enough.
You know what? Just for good measure, because we're almost at time, I'm gonna throw my Factspiration as well.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
It's a D10
10.
at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yep, D10. All right, that's all you
28.
needed. All right, you and the Girls Get It Done team. Fire is one of the only elements that a black pudding is not immune to. So good on you. You guys are able to cleanse the temple very, very thoroughly. It takes you back to your apprentice days when these things would get loose in the tower, and you'd be sent shaking with fear to go and deal with them. But now, a man, a god trained in the arcane, you dispatch them handily. Give me a D12 to see what you were rewarded with by the Church of the Lotus. All right, a 4. Okay. They give you an undamaged masterpiece painting. It is a tasteful nude of the Lotus Witch. You believe it is worth 2,830 drachmae. It is also massive. It is 10 feet by 8 feet. Tasteful nude oil painting of Lotus Witch.
So this just takes up an entire wall of my cabin, basically.
Oh my god.
I like how
Where
you're.
else am I gonna put it?
I like how you're keeping it. I really
Yeah, I
awesome.
know.
All right.
It's basically like wallpaper at this point.
You may add that to your sheet and your treasures in case you ever are down bad enough. You have that.
You're
All right.
gonna need to open up. How are you gonna get it through the door and below deck?
You take it off the frame. You roll it
Yeah,
up.
you just roll up the
reassemble
canvas,
frame.
man.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
10
wait.
foot by 8 foot. Oh my god! I gotta hang it from
Like
the
I said,
ceiling.
it
Tell them we
takes
don't
up
have
the wall of the
We don't have
cabin.
reduce and enlarge. What are you talking about? We can.
I have a feeling that below deck, and actually the old choice is pretty big, so maybe the below deck
Oh,
actually
wait.
does have 8-foot ceilings.
This is the perfect time to plug Jazz's picture of the Lotus Witch, which
There you go.
which isn't nude, but it did turn out really good. So let me see.
Well, I mean, we all have vivid imaginations.
True, true. Let's see. All right. They did
I mean,
such a good
someone's
job.
got to have that spell.
They did such a good job with this. Ah, looks so good. All right.
Not just in your room, but slightly more not safe for work.
All right, excellent job. Okay. So all that's left, I believe, is Queen Maya to deal with it, right? Everyone else has dealt with their Amazon adventure. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Maya, you got a 15. All right.
Now, what is my, like, I've saved this, the only thing I can do here. The Queen of Themis.
Oh, dang. So Maya, a group of Oresians arrives on the island, and they demand a contest of skill against your greatest warriors.
Oh, shit.
They wish to test the might of the new women of Themis to see if they are just as strong under the new queen as they were under the old.
Nice.
And Queen Helen sends her regards.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
All right.
You're rolling up, cracking your knuckles, like let's
So,
go.
this is a terrible time to say this, but you could build a team using the remaining B team, but they kind of expect it to be all ladies. I don't know if you have enough ladies left on the B team to make
end this.
Is it well? End this. Have a region go against the regions.
Yeah,
Oh,
show her
no!
like show her how much better she's gotten using because she's been training with like non-Aresians for all this time.
I mean, but that's also like that's also.
Or you just assemble a team of people to help advise you on fielding a team if you want to do it that way, or you just do it yourself because you're the goddamn Queen of Thebes. So yeah,
she was thinking about picking out people that she remembers from like why am I forgetting her name now? The leader of the Eagle.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what was her name?
Start with a K.
Oh man. But yeah, her.
Okay. I'm digging out the Themis document. But yeah, keep going.
Maybe
the
Yara.
Isle of Thema, Mythic Maya.
Oh, no, she's already on. She's already on the other B team adventure. Okay.
Damn, you let Julian take Maya.
Oh man, Corinna's already on the. Oh dang it. Okay.
Was it?
Julian just rolled out with all your best fight.
Was it Clemene? What's her name?
Clemente for sure.
Clemente is my
yeah,
second.
Clemente.
That's who it was. Okay.
Could you you could get Pythora?
Pythora's in
Oh, there you go.
Because she's got a background of being on the building or on the island. Yeah.
I still actually have a polycule juice too that I had been saving.
So does Sibo, he left in his room.
So I'll give my last juice to Pythor so he can be Pythora for this thing as a test of strength. I'm pretty sure he would enjoy a test of strength too.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah! You roll up. Like what are they feeding these Amazonians?
You need Brianna.
Possibly. I don't know. If there's like a debate in there.
There's that one Amazon who everybody was like, she's really good, but she's also kind of crazy. And it's she constantly yelling out her battle cries whenever she's throwing chakrams. It's a very famous battle cry, but
yeah, Xena. Okay, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Okay, down in the Amazons folder. All right, so Clemente, got it. Oh, what about Arethusa? I'm gonna throw her on there.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's recovered.
All right, that's a good team.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, literally, yeah, fucking Xena. I don't know. Yeah. All right.
It's gonna be Xena and then what's her name from the Eagles? That was always what you call it? a Maya dissenter.
Oh,
Oh,
always punking you out. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right.
you bring your
Uh,
chief critic to come to a tournament with you. Hell yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Hatria.
Atria, there it is. Yeah.
All right. So you send these 5 ladies. You're not going to fight in the tournament?
Um. Themis, I probably should. So maybe we'll have Clemene stand out, and I'll join
Okay.
in.
All right. Okay. So, this would, I guess, would be, you could either do a weapon attack or a spell attack, or I guess a Constitution saving throw to see if you endure the tournament. Like what?
We'll do a weapon attack since
All
I'm
right.
now proficient with my weapons,
All
and they
right.
also go up with wisdom. All right. Inventory. Where's my?
This will determine the fate of the entire tournament. A 17 episode arc summed up by 1 dice roll.
All right.
Take that, anime. Take that. Fucking Skypea. Fuck you guys. Want my life back.
Nice.
Ooh. Alright. A 23 is a
That's pretty good.
success. Yeah, that's good. Alright.
Good play.
You guys eke out a victory in the tournament and leave the Arisians impressed. Not so impressed that they, give you a cool gift or prize or anything, but enough that they will return home to tell Queen Helen that Themis is in good hands.
I would also send a message with one of them to Queen Helen to let us, if we can meet and talk about a more mutual friendship between Themis and Aricia.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that would close your 16 days of downtime in Themis and the various adventures that you got up to during that time. Where to next? As we kind of close the session, like what can I anticipate for next week? Where are you taking me?
Yeah, I guess the question is: we have Hexia and Kraken, we have Fates, or we have Nether Seas. Those are the destinations we have.
So what's our hypothetically, if we were going to go to Hexia and the Kraken, what are our main goals there? What would we consider them? How do we consider them complete?
I guess Kraken is get the stone away from him, and how we do that, we know he wants control. Maybe we figure out a way to do a bargain or
I think
something like that.
From Sibo's research, if he imparts the Eldritch knowledge, it seems that likely don't want to try and go for a combat approach.
No, of course not.
Yeah, he would have 100% shared that for sure.
So get the stone away from it. What about Hexia? What's our end game there?
I mean, we still don't know what happened. Oh, that was one of the one question we could have asked. What happened between Pythor and Hexia, so we know what we're getting ourselves into. But I guess the idea is once we get there, we have an audience, we figure out what the issue is, and then deal with it when we get there, because no one wants to tell us until we get there.
Question:
Right.
would Sibo have figured out what happened between Pythor and Hexia with the book that he took from the library?
Oh, I mean, do you want to risk delving deeper into that knowledge?
We'll find out next week.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because we did learn that Pythor had to take another path that Hexia didn't agree with. But
Yeah, he had to choose between Hexia or this other path, and he'd choose a different path.
Yeah. And Kyra wouldn't tell us exactly the details, so we would kind of assume that it has ties to the pact. So our goal there would be to reconcile differences between Pythor and Hexia.
Also, while you were planning this, Kyra does kind of come in real quick, and she says, "Oh, hey, since we're planning stuff, and we just finished our upgrades to the ship, and a little downtime, went on some adventures, ruined our relationships with our significant others by taking 2 bears on a ghost mission. I just wanted to say that a few days ago, something came up on the calendar that I thought I should tell him, but I just couldn't find the right time to tell you, so I'm just going to tell you right now." That's the oath of peace ends in less than 60 days. So, well, you know, so hey, yeah, woo.
How many days ago did it end?
No, it didn't. It didn't end, but
Or did we get to the 60-day mark?
it was on the 24th to the night of the 30th. So that's the math. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 53 days left.
Okay.
That should be
Noted.
fine, though, right?
If that's
Should
the case, then we need to get our main priority would probably be getting rid of the Kraken and then the Fates. Oh, getting the stone away from the Kraken and then the Fates, because we promised, we made an oath to Halcyon about getting her free before we face side on.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Sounds
That
like
seems reasonable. Then we need to figure out how we're going to approach the Kraken and negotiate. And then we're going to need to figure out when we do deal with the Fates, who's going to replace them.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Cool. I took that a lot better than I thought you would. Yep. And she exits the room.
all right. Next thing on the agenda, and it's this. We'll note this meeting's taking place at 2:30 a.m. Orin flips the page. he flips the page on the canvas to how to deal with the fates.
All right. Beautiful. So, quick announcements. Tomorrow night we got Outlaws Sunset. Tuesday we got Abomination Vaults and Cyberpunk. Wednesday, Baldur's Gate 3 4-player co-op. Act 3 level 12. Running out of things to do, maybe. It's a mess. So I don't know how much more game we have left since we're running it simultaneously. So I guess it's four times as fast. Because we split up and we're all doing separate parts of chapter 12.
Oh man.
It's kind of awesome in a way. It's like what you guys are doing in this session where you all went off on your own adventures. That's kind of how we're playing chapter 12. Is like everybody, if they get in over their head, they're like, guys, and then we have to run to them and like help, but otherwise everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. It's weird. But it's kind of very organic. Anyways, Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall. They're in a very interesting encounter. I am very intrigued about what will happen next. Friday, maybe a vodcast, Tom. I don't know, vodcast, maybe.
Yeah, if you have some, if you
I
have
mean,
a topic, we can talk about.
I got some feels about Pathfinder. I wouldn't mind sharing. I don't know.
Sure.
Man. Yeah. Okay.
I actually had a conversation with Remy about Pathfinder the other day, so yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay. I'm curious. I'm very curious. All right.
I mean, you guys could also be discussing the aftermath of Thursday night. Jeez.
That's true. It's kind of spoiler heavy though. Saturday morning, Outlaws, high noon. And then let's see, Saturday night, nothing. Sunday morning we'll have Curse of Strahd Daybreak, and then Sunday night we'll be back here. Does anybody have any other announcements before we adjourn?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the game. Thanks
All
for
right.
running.
Yeah, everybody have a good week, and I'll see you next time.
All right.
See you later. Thank you.
Thanks everybody that watched.